Three, two, one.
Yo, we got your back when you driving to work or driving home. If you on a plane or you at the gym or you home alone, all you gotta do to listen to the shows, turn on your phone. Two Ugly Nerds podcast, tell you what's going on. This is the podcast.
Eric is ugly and would not judge anybody else.
There's no other insult.
When did you learn that you were
Two Ugly Nerds podcast.
Welcome to the
What's going on, guys? Welcome to the Two Ugly Nerds podcast, niggas from the Black Nerd community. I am your host, Derek, the podcast guy, and I'm always joined by eisode music audio engineer / super producer.
I'm sure.
Wait, say it again.
Oh, I said charmed, I'm sure.
Oh, oh, this nigga.
A gentleman.
So proper. Wish you could be like him someday.
One day.
Also is joined by Geronimo, Mr. Nintendo.
What up, y'all? It's the best month of the year. It just has arrived finally. I'm pushing it.
Right.
No, I'm just playing around. But yeah, glad to be here as usual.
For sure. You know, y'all know that we like to get into our musical shit from time to time, and on a day like today, when you got the biggest artist in the world who dropped a couple days ago, you got to talk about it a little bit, right? We got to talk about it a little bit. Drake, Certified Lover Boy, dropped. And unlike when Kanye dropped, and it was the middle of the podcast, basically, like an hour before the podcast started.
Yeah, for real.
We actually had time to really listen to this. We had more time to listen to Drake, and I don't know how'd y'all feel about it. How'd y'all?
I actually like it. I actually like it a fair bit.
Yeah,
I listen to it more though, but overall, I have a good first impression, at least for first listen, I should say. As soon as I heard that sample for "Way Too Sexy," I was like, oh yeah, it's gonna be a single. I already knew.
Yeah.
I already knew. Didn't even look at the features. I just knew. I was like, yeah.
Instant, yeah. That was there. And Drake's an idiot.
He is.
Drake's an idiot.
He's an idiot.
For that song and the other one. God damn it.
Oh,
which one?
Girls Like Girls.
Girls Like Girls.
Oh,
yeah. It took a day. Saturday, I guess, or late Friday, Saturday, or whatever. But I noticed some folks on Twitter, a lot of the women I follow, were just like, "Wait a minute, what?" And I was like, "There's the reaction."
Yeah, catching up.
Yeah,
that was crazy. Fucking fans. I thought that was hilarious.
That was wild.
That was pretty crazy.
That nigga was just, hey man, but that's what you love Drake for, right? Nah, man, I loved it, man. The Cudi record has been on repeat for me.
Oh, yeah, that one's really good too.
I love that record, man. I love that record, and the only thing I really got to say about the album overall is that I just feel like we've been robbed of these Cudi and Drake records for the last
years,
8-10 years.
Oh well, that one maybe
maybe it's a little less than that, but it's been years. And we could have had Drake Cudi collabs this whole time, and we had none of them because they was mad at each other over probably something stupid.
Yeah, I actually had to refresh myself on that. That's why I was kind of surprised to see the feature. I was like, wait, wasn't there something between them for a good minute?
Yeah, I don't get me wrong. Like, I had heard that, they had squashed it all, because Cudi had came out and was doing this whole thing with everybody. Like, yo, I don't want to beef with nobody. I'm cool with everybody. I'm wiping the slate clean. Like, hey, I forgive you. Please forgive me. That whole thing. And so I figured like him and Drake had kind of at least cleared it up to where they were cordial. And but I still wasn't expecting to see him on the album. So then when I saw like Cudi's on, I'm like, oh shit. And honestly, I had to stay true to hip hop and listen to it from track 1 all the way through. But boy, did I want to run to that
yeah, I did
Cudi
too.
record.
I kind of wanted to.
No,
I wanted to run to the Cudi record, and I wanted to run to that Ross and Wayne record. I wanted to run to those so quickly, but I just said, nah, let me play these. Let me start it off. And,
honestly, man, I thought I was gonna run to the Cudi record first, but when it dropped, it dropped at like 1 a.m.
Mm-hmm.
And I saw the track list, and I saw a Project Pat feature. I was like, huh? I went straight to that one. And it's a verse I never heard of, but I found this from a Juicy J song from like 4 years ago. But it was still cool though. It also exposed how many people don't know who Project Pat or any of them North Memphis rappers are, but you know, it is what it is.
For sure.
It is what it is. It's a
go
cool
to,
feature.
Go to Memphis one time and get familiar. You'll see.
Yeah. Well, I'm not from the hood, so I'm not going there.
No. They sent me there for work, and I was just like, all right.
Oh, really?
This is a nigga tried to nigga was like face on the car, like I don't know what he was trying to do. I mean, the window was up, and all I'm gonna say is we drove from Georgia to Memphis, so we were safe, but you know, it was. I was like, I don't know what the fuck is going on. Why this dude is like at the car, like if we had sat there for any second longer, like he might have tried to like open the door or like to break the window or something. I don't know what he was thinking, but yeah.
But the wildest shit happened to you, man.
Weird shit, man. Weird shit.
Intense, man.
What the hell, man?
Weird shit.
Mere seconds between two different outcomes.
Yeah, what if?
Look at that. We're foreshadowing later in the episode. Hey man, I'll give you that one. That was good. That was good. I'm still kind of sort of waking up, so that was good.
But yeah, man. Overall, I like the album as well, man. Cudi record, like I said, it stand out to me. That Cudi and Wayne record. Wayne actually was rapping.
Oh yeah,
like he wasn't on that bullshit rap he be putting out sometimes. He was really rapping.
He went off. He
went off.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I think a lot of the recent Wayne features have been pretty good from some other projects too. I think the past year or so.
He's been kind of back in form again. I saw a video came out that said only Drake makes him go back in the studio and like rewrite a verse or rewrite parts of his verse. He was like, anytime I do something with Drake, he send his shit back and I gotta go change my shit because he said
Drake's crazy. Yeah.
So I was like,
respect.
Good. Sometimes he be writing some good shit.
He does be putting out good.
Anytime Wayne is writing a verse, just have Drake also write a verse to that record and then make him go back and change it, thinking Drake is gonna be on it, and then just take Drake off the record. We're gonna have the next best Wayne album, I promise you. Every single time. If that's what it takes, hey, Drake just gonna have to sacrifice for us.
Yeah.
He got time and money. He'd be all right. You go do that, man. Because if you're gonna make Wayne rap like that, then I'm in the game. I'm trying to remember the other song. Oh, TSU. That was a song I liked. There was some snippets of that going around I had before. Uh-oh.
He is well equipped for what is to come.
Sorry, guys. I'm a
certified sneezing boy. Sorry. Nah, see, look, there's a reason. Our listeners are gonna
Ian laughing too hard. Ian laughing too hard.
I'm sorry, man. That threw me off, man.
Ian laughing too hard, bro. Look at that. Let me go over there. Dying laughing.
Oh man.
Laugh like that when I said what if. Why don't you laugh?
Oh, now he laughed just because you asked nicely.
Oh man. You guys are funny, man. You guys are funny, man.
No. I don't even remember what I was saying now that my I don't believe I have COVID, guys. I think I just have a cold. But I'm waiting to get tested.
Could just be, wake up. Got the rest of your body. Gotta wake up. It happens.
Yeah, 2 days straight.
Yeah, it's been going on since like Thursday night. So.
Oh.
No, his body been trying to wake up.
Oh shit! That long start time.
Well, just keep revving it. They'll get there.
Yeah.
Double checking some gas in it. I was TSU. I was saying there were some snippets of that going around before, and I know a lot of people were like upset that some of the records that were leaked or that people kind of already had still ended up on here, but I thought it was dope. I wanted the real versions of these records. Like, so I was happy to see them there. Fair Trade was another one. Actually, I think Travis Scott ruined that record. That record was amazing without Travis Scott. I'm not gonna lie to you.
I mean, I'm kind of middle of the road with his verse on there or whatever. And like elevate the song. I don't think it brought it down. It just was like, oh, there's more. And he's just rapping.
And that's kind of what I felt about it. So
yeah, but I did like Drake's part more. I mean, Drake's actual part of the song more. So I'm with you on that.
Maybe it'll grow on me, man. I don't know. I wasn't a fan of. Maybe it's because I was a fan of the snippet that was just Drake's part before, and I was such a fan of that now hearing this extra, I'm just like, I don't need that nigga there. So maybe that's it.
I'm hearing that sentiment about the Kanye album a lot. Like people hear the original.
Oh yeah, no, I mean I said
that they fell in love with, and then the album comes out.
But even I said that, like, I think that whole album sounded better on the little live. I mean, don't get me wrong, I didn't sit down and watch every live stream front to back, but the snippets that I heard and the bits and pieces I heard, plus the the snippets you get on social media, YouTube, Instagram, and Twitter, and all that. Between all that I heard, I liked almost everything there better than what I liked from the actual album. There's a couple records on there that I feel like were amazing, like still were flames. But a lot of that, I was like, this sounded way better in the live version. I'm sorry, this is not hitting the same. And I don't know, maybe it's like Kanye said, it's meant to be played in the stadium, and I don't got stadium speakers, so.
Man, Kanye needs to shut the hell up. Like, clearly no one's gonna be like, oh, can't wait to take a stroll to Mercedes-Benz, listen to the new Kanye record. No one's doing that. Not even the people that like press the buttons and stuff, or the sound system in that bitch is gonna do that.
The people that work there hate Kanye. Shout out to Scott.
I'm sure, man. I'd be sick. I'd be like, man, he in what part of the stadium?
No, he's sick of this.
The part that's still Georgia Dome? All right, I'm tired of this. Anyway, that's just me.
Sick of that nigga, man. But yeah, man, I don't know. Y'all want to give it a rating?
How do we rate albums?
It's an early rating, and it's an early rating too.
Okay, I guess first impression. I guess 7 out of 10.
Okay.
I don't really consciously think about most Drake albums nowadays. I think the last one I actually listened to, most of it, and was like, yeah, I like this, was Views, and that came out 5 years ago or some shit.
Maybe more. I can't remember.
Yeah.
But yeah. I get you.
It's good.
This one, my initial impressions of it were not great. It had to grow on me, honestly. Felt like a lot of these were filler songs.
Heard that sentiment, yeah.
The first half, I don't think it's as good as the second half.
And I was literally in the chat, I was gonna say, this nigga Drake is the king of B-sides, because I think that's kind of what's been. But yeah, the second half is definitely where the sauce is.
Mm-hmm.
That motherfucking Get Along Better, man. Get Along Better is my shit, bro.
Yeah, second half he went off.
Get Along Better might be I've been listening to that song.
You properly listen to the
love that song, man.
7 a.m. on Bridal Path or whatever. Actually,
and that shit, man. Come on, man.
Yeah, actually listen to that. I was like, oh shit.
Yeah, he went off on the second.
He reminded y'all niggas that he be rapping too. He like, no.
That's a good song to hear.
Like, I think y'all forgot because I be like Tootsie sliding and shit that I can rap. Like, and that's
Tootsie slide.
Yeah, I should have went right back in his bag on that shit, bro.
Yeah, I'm curious if John would like that track, because we were on Discord last night and we briefly talked about the album, that and Donda. He just like, I tried to listen to it, but I didn't really like the first couple tracks, and I was like, well, fair enough.
Yeah, I can understand that. Even the Lil Baby record, Girls Want Girls, it's a funny record, but it had to grow on me. I had to listen to it a couple times for me to be like, okay, I do fuck with this.
I could have done without hearing that one. I could have done without hearing.
It's a weird song.
It is.
I mean, Lil Baby's verse was alright on that one though. I'll be honest.
Mm-hmm. The beat, it wasn't the type of beat for him to go really, really crazy.
And I'll be honest.
Drake ain't want that wants and needs smoke again. So he He told Lil Baby, now we gonna do some different shit on this one, bro. For the album, that's why he gave that shit out for free. He like, hey, I'm this nigga not for to smoke me on my shit. I'm just giving this out to the people for the free ski. Hey, I don't blame him, man. Lil Baby went crazy on that shit.
I could have done without the Future records.
Yeah.
Those Future records felt like I'm friends with Future. I gotta have Future on my album.
Yeah,
but they didn't need to be on the album. I honestly, this album could have been cut to 19 songs and it would have been perfect.
That is a problem that this and Donda both have. I'm only saying that because it's just been a week apart from both, and both were heavily anticipated. They just seem too bloated. And I'm not usually someone that's like, oh man, I don't like long albums, because usually long albums, I'm like, okay, let's go through this front and back. But I don't know. I just felt like there was just a lot. They either didn't have to be there or like cut it down or just make, I don't know. Like maybe they gave us the deluxe albums, which is like the new wave now, which is weird. It's like a new wave.
Cut out the extra songs later on.
Yeah, like the new deluxe wave or whatever.
Yeah, yeah, I could have done without all the extra. I'm honestly on the same tip of give me shorter albums, man. You're more likely to have most of the songs be good with less songs on the album.
That is the one thing I'll say about this album, because how many songs is this album here? It's
21.
21 records. 21 records. Now, I don't know this for a fact, but I feel like Drake is a little more methodical than 21 records. But you know what? Scorpion has 25.
And I did not finish Scorpion. I got bored after the first half, not gonna lie.
I didn't realize Scorpion had 24 records.
Yeah, it was
and More Life had 22. Shit. I didn't realize he's okay. So this is okay. So no. This is still in Drake's bag, really.
I forgot More Life came out.
And Views had 20. Okay, so I'm tripping. In my head, I felt like Drake was better at.
I think his shortest album might be Nothing Was the Same.
Nothing Was the Same.
Putting shorter albums together, but even if you're reading this not too late, it's 17.
Oh yeah, I'm about to say reading this. It's okay. That's 17.
Nah, he in his bag.
Make more quality, longer albums. I don't know.
I mean, it's kind of why I like sometimes I like EPs better, because like EPs got like it's really nothing but fire on those, because you really put together 5 of your best work, man.
I feel like the bigger artists kind of sort of do that, but it's just in the form of Lucy's over the span of time.
Yeah, I feel
But I do still like the EP project type of thing. I just think a lot of artists don't really do that much anymore. It's like they got to focus on the big album, their the set features on the album, and then the singles, and then because like after all the the Cuddy track and everything, I listened to Man on the Moon 3 again. This went on Friday, just cause, and that's that and Passion, Pain, Demon Slaying, and both really long albums. And I mean, I'm just a fan or whatever, but I think both of them are still pretty good for the duration. Yeah, and some tracks are stronger than others, but overall, I think the albums are really good for it. But yeah, so yeah, I liked it.
Yeah, I might give it a. I might give it a 7 out of 10 as well.
Okay.
Back half carries.
We going for a 3-peat. I give it a 7 out of 10 off the first impressions too, man. I'm
okay.
I feel like
I'm right there with you. Yeah.
I feel like the more I listen to it, though, I listen to it like I think at least 2 or 3 times now. It's definitely growing on me, and I mean,
grower.
Yeah, it's a grower.
I think it's definitely a grower. I 100% agree with that. I think as we keep watching, we gonna see this. Yeah. We're gonna see him really shine. We're gonna see this really like work itself out. I think. Like I don't know exactly how it's gonna work, but I think we're gonna see it, man.
I don't know if it's a hot take or not, but I feel like I my first listen of Ye album was I came off of that a little. Liking that album more than I like this one.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Then over time, listening to it, I was like, okay, there's some substance here.
I don't think it's a hot take. And in the way of saying, like, I wouldn't disagree with you. It's just more like I could see how, you would come to that conclusion.
Yeah.
Yeah, just I guess personally, my current taste for Kanye, and I don't know, just the headspace of him recently, I'm just kind of like, overall on the album though. But
yeah, I mean, I do I care? Not really. I can't really say that I care about the Kanye album. I tried to listen to it. It was decent. There's some records on there that I feel like are amazing. And then there's some records on there that I feel like are straight boo-boo. And he didn't even try on some. And that's just how I see the album. So yeah, like I honestly, I don't know if we talk about like having like a big Donda review. I don't remember, but it's just that's how it is for me right now. Maybe at some point more songs on that album will like, you like randomly hear a song somewhere and you're like, wait, that's that record, and now you can hear it differently than maybe when you heard it yourself.
Same speakers, bro. Just
yeah, you just in the right space or with the right person, and now this song hits a little different. And yeah, I don't know, like maybe I need that for some of that Kanye album to really hit. But yeah, that Kanye album was I don't know, we didn't rate it or anything because it just kind of came out. So I don't know. What would y'all rate that Kanye album?
That one's tough.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna get that one a 6 out of 10. As much as it was easier to listen to the first, I think that's why I enjoyed the first listen through a little better than the Drake one. It was just an easier listen. Drake kind of makes you listen to what he's saying. And that has a lot to do with the production as well.
Okay.
Kanye, after the first listen, I was like, okay, I listened to it. I picked a few songs on it that I liked. Right. I was done with that album. I didn't really care to listen to it anymore. I felt like I already experienced it all the way through. Whereas every time I listen to Drake's album, I keep hearing something new.
Okay.
More depth.
So yeah, it's definitely that's why I think every time I listen to it, I like it a little more, because it's way more depth in that album than Kanye's album.
Right. I agree. And honestly, it's, say what you want, the Drake album is more lyrical.
Absolutely more lyrical.
Oh, for sure. I don't think anyone can really argue that unless you just
got to twist the bag on this one.
Yeah, I don't know if people like will make. I've seen the excuse like, oh, well, Kanye isn't he's not what did he say? Oh, he's not what's the word they're using? He's not he's not a rapper. It's gospel. But I'm like, yo, all right, those are rap beats, and he's trying to rap.
He's just talking about Jesus and stuff,
and it wasn't great on some of those records, and we just have to be honest about that. Don't get me wrong, Kanye's production unmatched. All the best words you can give it, amazing. But when we're talking about an overall product, Drake delivered an overall product. The bars, he delivered everything overall. And that's what puts you above.
I'll say this is probably like a show. Donda was a showcase of, Kanye's artistic abilities.
Yeah, and that's been his last
and that's
10
cool.
albums.
This Drake album is definitely a showcase of how lyrical that nigga really is, man.
I feel like we've been giving Kanye this artistic excuse for a few.
Well, I'm not saying it's an excuse.
I'm not saying you are. I'm just saying people in general have been giving Kanye artistic. This. Oh, well, it's his artistic. He's outside the box, and it's like, yo, all right, man.
I think that's just the way some people kind of hand wave any form of criticism for the quality of the project.
You just don't understand it yet. It's ahead of
super
our
stands.
time or whatever.
I mean, people done that with like J. Cole. I probably done that with J. Cole at some point too. I'm not gonna lie. I probably done that with somebody. I'm sure I did it with like Charles.
The J. Cole haters are so vocal, man. It's actually
they really hate J.
They be
Cole.
like, man, what y'all seen him? He be saying this basic shit, but it sounds deep.
That nigga is amazing. Whatever, man. I'm a stand.
Yeah.
I'm a stand, man.
Just know how to rap, man.
He said, y'all better leave Cole alone.
Y'all better leave that man alone, man.
Man, stop hating that man, Jermaine.
Cole, come on,
Cole.
Jermaine. Oh man.
Not Jermaine. Now he's singing now, man. Come on, man.
Right.
Damn, man. Cool. What is our first? Oh, it's time for console tea. I have my console mug.
I have coffee.
And I guarantee you, when I stirred this up, it definitely made a very loud stirring noise, like makes in the drop. So,
bet.
There we go. Just imagine that.
That.
Authentic.
Very authentic. Draw, you wanted to tell us about the PlayStation Showcase?
Yeah. So early this week, I just remembered another thing to talk about console tea. Holy crap. Real quick though, after that. On I think Wednesday, the PlayStation came out and on Twitter and was like, hey, we got a showcase coming next week. I think it's on next Thursday at like 5 p.m. Eastern. And he says to me roughly 40 minutes long, which is pretty amazing. So so this is not a state of play. They didn't like label it as a state of play. They really putting this as like a bigger showcase. So I think this is gonna be what in a normal world would have gotten closer to E3 in June, I would say, right. Or maybe July, if that's or whatever. Yeah, I just pulled it back up. Yeah, so it's Thursday, September 9th, 4 p.m. Eastern, 1 p.m. Pacific. Change your time zones as you see fit. 40 minutes will include updates from PlayStation Studios and some of the industry's most imaginative developers. So I'm actually pretty excited for this. I think we're gonna get God of War Ragnarok 100%. I think it's time. I think it's time. Because in the same day, they announced or they opened up the Horizon Forbidden West pre-order stuff.
Yeah.
And Sony actually caught a fair bit of flack on it since that day early this week. Yes, they did. They got a lot of flack because basically what happened. They announced a bunch of editions and all that physical stuff, whatever. But the main thing was they said that the PlayStation 4 version would not have a free upgrade to the PlayStation 5 version anymore. And people were like, what the fuck? Before you said that there would be a free upgrade path, and now there isn't. What gives Sony? Why are we paying $10? So they got a lot of heat on it, social media, etc. People made videos on YouTube. The little game journalists did their thing. And I found out last night, someone over there was awake on a Saturday, unfortunately, logged in and was like, actually, we changed our minds. So what they're doing, they hit the 180.
Got smart.
My
bad, Joe.
Yeah, like oops, we're getting a little too high on ourselves again. But no, it's good that they did that.
Facts.
Yeah, so it's pretty much what they said was that PS4 version is gonna have the free upgrade path to PS5 version, which I think it's physical and digital. I think, yeah. And then they said every game going forward that it's gonna be cross-gen will at least have a $10 upgrade fee. So.
Or at most.
Yeah, because they mentioned like the previous ones like God of War Ragnarok and Gran Turismo 7. Because those are gonna have PS4 versions. But they said, and I guess what they're alluding to is they're gonna announce some other games that whether they be, I don't know, director's cuts or whatever the hell, are gonna also have those upgrades. So they probably shouldn't do that $10 upgrade stuff, but that's their business. They can do what they want.
The $10 upgrade is better than having to pay what is it? Like
70
or
for
having
the
having
game
to pay the
again.
game again. Yeah, like
I mean, yeah.
a $10 upgrade. I mean, it's not perfect, and I'm not defending them. But I said for the longest time the game should have been more expensive from a long time ago, and the longer we wait, the worse it was going to be on us, and that's exactly what we're getting now. Now we're getting these inflated prices like this.
I mean, sure, that's fine. And I mean, I'm guessing that's what I did in the beginning of the generation, so there wasn't any nonsense like if they did this in like 2024
in the middle of
or whatever.
100%.
Yeah. No, I guess I'm just saying that just because, like, I don't know, you have Xbox over there, and then they have, I mean, at this point now, looking back, it's been almost a year. The smart delivery stuff seems to be a better implementation of that without, I mean, some are going to sidestep it, like Activision, I think 2K with some of their games. But overall, for what I've seen, most games that have released on both that have both versions, it's just the same title, or you honor the next gen version or current gen, whatever you want to call it. So no, that's kind of just my kind of little look on it. But I mean, good that they did that, and I'm sure they did that as well because they don't want any negative PR to go into this showcase coming up this week on Thursday. But yeah, I'm actually pretty excited for it. 40 minutes. I think we're gonna see God of War there. I think we're gonna also see gameplay. I think it's time.
I really wish that we could not do these in the middle of a workday, but
yeah, man, I couldn't do it this weekend, man. This week was perfect.
I wish.
Pray that I can
Labor weekend.
Right. And that's my way out of having anything to do at that moment.
Yeah.
That's what I'm gonna hope, because I want to be able to watch this whole thing, and people leave me alone. Actually, what I probably do is just take a late lunch. Just be like, hey, I'm going to lunch.
Wait, what time is the thing?
It's at 4 p.m., which is weird because
it's at 4 p.m. our time.
Yeah, 4 p.m.
Oh, I'll just go in early. Oh, okay.
Yeah, I've been going in for to leave at 4, so I'm gonna miss like the first 30 minutes of it on the way back home. But cool, let's go.
Yeah, it's whatever.
Okay.
That's what I used to do for the. That's what I used to do for the Nintendo Directs some years ago. Just be like, I'm gonna go take lunch. Because they usually do theirs middle of the day or morning or whatever.
Yeah.
But yeah, so that's cool. Finally gonna see. I don't know. I think this is gonna make it a bit more. I think we're good because we got our PS5s, but I think those that are really trying to get one, I think this will put pressure on them. I have a feeling that this presentation will do that for some.
The hype is coming right back out.
I think it will be a hype presentation. I think
that one already got confirmed, delayed, right?
Wait, which one?
Ragnarok.
Well, yeah, they just said it's not coming out in 2021, which I mean, yeah. We don't have a hard date or anything.
That's a soft delay. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, soft delay. Yeah. So yeah, that's that. So I've been playing No More Heroes 3. Came out on the Switch last weekend or the weekend before, from everyone watching and listening to this. And I finished it on Friday. It's not really a long game. I mean, there's some side stuff to do, but if you just focus on the main story and you know what you're fighting, then you could probably get it knocked out no more than 15 hours. Well, 15, 17 hours. It's not super long. But yeah, I really liked it. I think since it's like a conclusion or whatever of like 3 mainline games and like one side, like one spinoff, but is canon to the main story, I think it was a good ending overall. I mean, these games are not known for super deep stories. They have some interesting narrative stuff, but overall, the game is so that I'll just get the negatives out the way. Because Suda51, he's kind of a scrappy kind of like an indie type developer dude, but he's been making games for years and years and years now with his studio Grasshopper manufacturer. The graphics still suck. Well, so I'll say this. I actually like some of the art style. It's like in the open world, the graphics suck, which is funny because like, I don't know. I think part of it isn't intentional to go off this kind of lower fidelity look, but if the resolution was just higher, it would be a bit more palatable for the eyes. But yeah, the open world stuff, I never really was a big fan of open world stuff. I think just did it because the No More Heroes 1 fans missed that or something. I don't know. But yeah, that's still kind of a drag here and there. There's a couple of little mini game things that aren't here that I missed from some of the other games, but I think all the mini games here are really good. But the positives, I would say, best gameplay, the combat is really good. It's like hack and slash, where you can actually do some combos with certain stuff. You don't have to use just Joy-Con motion controls like on the Wii. You can use just regular stick controls if you choose. The character, the writing is still pretty good. Lots of twists and turns, lots of random references. The game changes genres throughout just randomly. It goes with like an RPG thing, it goes like a first-person horror thing, it goes into like a 2D retro beat 'em up style thing. And it's just funny. There's a bunch of references and stuff. There's a bunch of Marvel random things. There's anime stuff, some movie. Like there's a hell of a lot of Rocky themes in the whole game, which is hilarious. So overall, it's a really wacky, like stylistic, out there game. There's a lot of weird ass shit happening. So yeah, I think anyone that was a fan of the first game, or really any of the games, especially the first game though, because I think this one mirrors that one the most. I think you'll love it, honestly. Yeah, so I really liked it. Game of the year, personally, I don't think so. But
what's come out this year?
Right. I guess I don't. I guess Ratchet and Clank.
Oh yeah. Sorry,
Ratchet and Clank. Yeah.
Yeah, Kina coming.
Oh, Kina. Oh yeah.
Let me update. What's our Kina countdown?
There's a Twitter account that's like all they do is post it's called like PlayStation file size. I think it's literally what the page is called.
All they do is post.
Yeah, and I mean it's helpful though. It gives an idea about file sizes and when stuff goes up to actually download for the preload. Right. And preload goes up on the 18th, I think.
Oh, nice. Okay.
Yeah, I think it comes out on the 20th or 21st.
Yeah, send me, DM me that account on Twitter or something like that.
Oh yeah, I will. Yeah, it's really helpful. Yeah, because they showed a thing about the new NBA 2K, and I did not know that these games are over 100 gigs now. I did not know that shit. Yes, I was like, oh hell no, that's crazy. But anyway, I'm kind of getting off track there. But yeah, No More Heroes 3 is I think it's a flawed classic type game where like it's got a lot of really good things. It's got some things here and there that can be kind of kind of take away from it overall. I kind of hope it goes to like PC or something, because I do think with the art style it goes for, the comments of it's good though. Is it like 60 frames, like really smooth and everything? But I think for the art that they're going for, I think it would benefit if they just could bump the resolution up and like the what do they call it, the texture loading. Like when you're playing a game and like you may see something, a surface or something, kind of be fuzzy and get sharper after a split second. It has those problems all over the place. Yeah.
Okay.
But I mean, overall, that didn't really detract from my enjoyment of the game. It was just kind of like, damn, this game looks like this. It's kind of funny. But the best parts of the game where it matters, they shine. So it was worth the wait. I'm excited for that game for like the past 2 years. And I probably will go through it again in the near future on the hardest difficulty, just because, it's got a lot of good shit. Oh, and the music is fire too. Like they have like a sushi shop song where they just have these this rap duo. I guess they're underground or whatever, from like Detroit and Chicago or something like that. They I don't remember. I have to look it up. But basically, these two dudes is just rapping about sushi. It's pretty funny, but it's actually a decent song. But yeah, I loved it. So
nice.
I would say check it out if anyone's interested or like No More Heroes on the Wii back in the day.
Where you can go, they can go to your YouTube and watch your playthrough if you want a little more insight, right?
Yes, yeah. If you're still like, if you're just kind of unsure about the game, just go to my YouTube, Geronimo _ you saw my name pop up on the beginning of the video, or your list. Yeah. Oh, there we go. See, it'll be up here somewhere. And Yeah, I have a whole playthrough on there. I streamed it and I got a playthrough of it, so it'll give you a good idea of how the game goes. So, if you're interested, there you go.
For sure.
Yeah, man.
For sure. I do have to admit something to y'all. This is Console T guilty pleasure. I did this. I'm justifying it by saying I did it for the podcast.
Okay.
But I pre-ordered 2K22.
You know, I don't really give people shit for pre-ordering or getting the 2Ks because it's like if you want basketball, there's nothing else.
What there isn't, but also I needed to figure out how they're gonna make me be a rapper. So
yeah, I mean,
I need to be one of the first people to know how that happens.
No, that's important, bro. No, I'm with you.
I need to know how they are going to do this.
I need to know, bro.
Oh man, I want to know. I want to know, and because I know how 2K works. If they give you rap lyrics you can pick from, it's gonna be like pre-made. Your dude is gonna sound so fucking corny. It's gonna be, oh my god.
We bring it back to the Cook music days.
What if they choose, like, ask you, like, what do you want to do? You want to be a lyrical miracle rapper? Do you want to be a emo rapper? A mumble rapper? Like, how do you want to?
Emo rapper is a sub genre, quote unquote. Do
you want to be a spot 'em got 'em kind of rapper? What do you
spot 'em got 'em?
What are you interested
in? Nah, man. Nah. I gotta see how this works. I'm sorry. That's why I did it. I have to see how this goes. I have to see what they do.
Imagine you can choose your flow, like your delivery style.
Your delivery style.
J. Cole, Kendrick Lamar,
right?
Vince Staples. Hey, Vince been in a 2K game, so if we're choosing flows, I guarantee Vince is gonna be one of them. Oh man, yeah, man. I had to admit that to y'all, and I'm not gonna lie, I'm gonna get FIFA too because I need a.
That's fine.
I enjoy the beta. They have made some improvements. It's not all the improvements I want. I still don't know when we're allowed to talk about shit or not. Like, just talk about shit. Maybe I don't know. Whenever they say we can, I'm gonna definitely do a short on it. Probably, I'm just gonna rant about the shit that is definitely better, but it still isn't where we want it to be yet. But it's definitely an improvement. So I don't know. I don't want to say shout out to EA because fuck EA, but
they're doing what they need to do. They've gone to fuck people over and having fucked up stuff and a poor game to fucking people over, having bad practice, and doing what they need to do at the bare minimum.
Like they make the game a little better. Yes.
They've reached what they should be at as far as a game, I guess. And I guess other people just look so bad. It makes them look better and just.
Well, yeah, when their competition is eFootball and in UFL Football League, yes, it's probably not too hard to be like, well, look, guys, look, I know what they're doing over there, but come on, we have the jerseys. Yeah, it's not too difficult. But anyways, yeah. So, you see, you had something else for Console T that you said you forgot to mention?
No, that was the Horizon release date.
Oh yeah, okay.
Pre-order PS4, PS5 thing. I kind of just embedded it into the showcase because they announced it both of those the same day.
Yeah.
And we literally got the news about them reneging last night. Like somebody on the West Coast woke up, and they logged in. They're like, God damn it! Log into that blog site, just update it.
We fucked up. Our bad.
For real.
No, yeah, that's good, man. That's good. That's positive. Mm-hmm. All right, Ian. Let us know about this Destiny stuff, man. What's going on? Catch me up so I can know what the fuck I'm supposed to be doing.
No, he's supposed to be doing everything.
Yeah, so, I know that.
All right, well, there you go. There we go.
Destiny had a showcase I think it was like 2 weeks ago, where they kind of outlined all the stuff leading into Beyond Light. I guess the end of the Light versus Dark saga is what they're calling it.
Mm-hmm.
Big reveal of the Witch Queen was shown. They had a nice little cinematic trailer of that, which was cool. You saw the you saw the Hive Light Guardians. I don't know. Hive can be Guardians now, apparently. So that's that has some pretty heavy implications. We're gonna see how that unfolds. But what they announced that I wanted to talk about briefly was that they're allowing us to craft weapons for real.
Oh, wow.
Not like it's been in the past where you kind of were able to slot machine the role that you wanted a little easier than you would have without the mechanics that they put in the game. Mm-hmm. This is not a slot machine. This is you play the game with this particular gun enough times, you unlock these perks. You can put those perks wherever you want them to be.
That's good.
So it's still a perk set, but
it'll be so it just eliminates the RNG involved in the perks you get. But the perks that'll be on the weapon will be what Destiny or what Bungie allows that weapon to have.
Right. Okay.
It's not going to be, you can put freaking anything. Like you can put a full auto on a hand cannon now. You can't do that shit. You know what I'm saying? But I can now put full auto on any of the pulse rifles or scout rifles that they allowed that perk to have on the gun. Right. And I can go about manually doing that rather than crossing my fingers and hoping that
you get that roll.
I get the gun.
100% better. Yeah.
I anticipate that the road to getting any perk you want is going to be a long one.
Tough. We know Destiny. We know how this works.
They're probably going to make it into where the amount of time it would take you to play the game to get the random roll is the amount of time we're going to make you.
I would, man. Hey, y'all
work to get any role you want.
Them niggas do that. We riding. I don't even play and we riding, dog. If they do that, we riding.
Yeah.
I'm with everybody on the Destiny forums everywhere. If they do that shit, so it was taking you about 600 hours to get the perfect roll. So we'll just do about that so you can get this gun all the way unlocked.
I anticipate that you'll have to play with one gun for an entire season in order to unlock all the perks on that gun, or at least half the season. They're not gonna just. I mean, they want you to keep playing the game, and what kept you playing the game was the RNG aspect of the rolls. So this is probably what they're gonna. I assume this is what they're gonna do. So you're probably gonna pick your two favorite weapons, or per season.
Well, then make it harder for me to unlock. I mean, because you got to think if it takes until the end of the season for you to get the weapon to finally be open where it is, the meta's you're basically getting that gun to build exactly how you want as the meta's about to change.
Yeah, that sucks. But then when the meta changes, it could be a whole weapon type change.
I mean, I get it. You could just adjust where you're at, or you could just adjust that weapon to fit the new meta. But you got that gun because these were the exact things. But like you said, if it's a full weapon type change, you know what I mean? Because it's not always just, these scout rifles are a little less effective with these perks. It can be, scout rifles are now useless everywhere. It's actually hand cannons. And now that gun you built up is, great for PvE, wonderful for running around and shooting shit. Amazing gun for that. Yeah. Fix your perks however you want there. But when it comes to PvP, you're screwed. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I mean, it's still up to debate how they're gonna implement it. They were really vague about it on this Polygon article, but they did mention that it's not going to be a matter of you collecting a certain amount of guns, and now it has a certain perk. It's like some MMO. I anticipate it's going to be like Black Ops, where you use the gun in a couple of matches or a couple of activities, and over time that gun levels up.
Yeah.
And then it unlocks a certain amount of perks. Eventually you unlock it all the way through.
Yeah. Yeah. I agree with that.
Slot whatever you want into it. Yeah. This depends on how long they're gonna string us along for that ride.
And Destiny has strung us along some pretty bad times before to get different shit. So
like
there's a little bit of bad blood.
Cosmetics, man.
Yeah.
They only just fixed that. Once they got their money's worth, like, all right, we'll give it to you.
Fine. Here, y'all can have it now. We done took all y'all little money, man. Go ahead.
Yeah.
They beat the shit out of you. Like, hey, y'all out of money? Nah, it's fine, man. Here.
Also, slight mention, crossplay is now in full effect
Yeah.
So in the event that Gerard wants to finally play,
is it now?
It's full effect now.
Well,
I'm seeing PC players in the open world and all the rest of it.
Oh shit! So PVE, that's fine. That's not a problem. So there's fine monsters. How's that for Crucible though?
So for Crucible, the only way you get matched with somebody that's playing PC is if you have somebody on your team playing PC. If you go in by yourself, they're gonna match you with other console players.
Okay, they should. I hope they have it to where like, I don't know if Halo Master Chief Collection does this. I think some other games do it, where they'll do it by like they call it input-based matchmaking, or like some games I do plug in my controller in the PC and play it, and they'll detect, here's the controller. We'll just put you with a bunch of controller players cross-play. So
I think Call of Duty does that.
Yes, that I don't know why I blinked on that. Yeah, Call of Duty does
Call of Duty does that.
Yeah.
That'd be interesting. I wonder if they do it that way. They might. Yeah. That's the thing, Gerard. So if you wanna
come on this journey with me, buddy.
Come on this journey.
Oh yeah,
I'll start a whole new character if you have one.
Oh man,
I'm basically playing a whole new character already.
Are any of y'all warlocks?
No, I'm a hunter. I mean, I have a warlock, but hunter gang.
Oh yeah,
hunter gang. Bro.
He used to be a warlock main.
I did start out as a warlock main. I did. Yes, I did.
I think I remember that too.
I am an OG warlock main.
And then he touched hunter, and then
Then he found that arc.
I almost did too, man. I'll be honest with you. It just makes sense. Hunters just make sense.
Hunters are.
They seem just pretty good overall.
Pretty well rounded.
Yeah, well rounded. I'll probably.
Yeah, it's join the hunter clan, bro. It's all right, bro. It's all nowhere wrong with having two hunters. But I mean, if you want to be a warlock, that's cool. We could use a warlock on the squad.
Of course.
They actually give us the 3.
Yeah, I hope they still have like the healer stuff with it. Like,
they have way more healer stuff now.
Oh, they do? Okay, bet. Yeah, because when I was a warlock in the first Destiny years ago, I started as the what's it called, Voidwalker or whatever that subclass was called. That was the first one. And I was like, let me see what this Sun Singer one is about. And I was like, oh wait, this one's actually might be better. Shit.
Self-res.
Well, they took that out the game, so.
Self-res is always broken. I don't know why they be thinking. They be like, oh, this should be balanced. Are you sure?
That's how you solo raids and stuff.
The shit self-res got us out of. Oh my goodness.
Imagine
the amount of times niggas just barely got self-res back. Oh, we dying. Come back.
That's so,
run,
goofy, man.
Run. Oh shit, getting it up.
They really think.
Come back, run.
They really think.
Half of Destiny is just running. Oh man.
Half of Destiny is running.
Oh my god, man.
Yeah, running for your life.
Run for your life. Trying to
playing the floor is lava.
Basically. Yeah. Just don't die. Don't die like a bitch.
I think I know I say this like once or twice every year the past few years, but
every time I bring it up, man.
Yeah,
I know.
You know what, man? This is the year. This is the year I'm gonna play.
Million broken promises.
I'm not promising anything. I looked at the Steam store. I looked at the Steam store, the listing. I wish list, even though it's a free game. I wish listed, so it's there in the list.
Even though it's a free game, I wish listed it.
Hey man,
I wish listed the free game. I ain't even add it to my library because I don't even want to give y'all them vibes. I might not even. It's not worth the library.
I mean, I'm not touching Borderlands anytime soon. Oh, there is that new one coming out next year.
All right, never mind, guys. Never mind.
They lost them.
He's never gonna be on this.
It's all you need to hear.
Not if
Borderlands coming around the corner.
Borderlands still exists.
I don't know if I'm trying to.
Borderlands come around the corner, but you ain't got a lot.
I mean, Halo could be just broken in December, like the multiplayer could just be broken.
I forgot about Halo.
But then Battlefield, I think it depends on how long everyone plays Battlefield on PlayStation, because I doubt we're going to be playing that for more than 3 months. I highly doubt it. I mean, it happened. It's happened the past couple of times with Call of Duties. It's just like having Battlefield 1. 4 years, like a few years ago, we played it for a good 2 months or so, a month and a half, 2 months, and then dropped it like it's hot, and that's it.
Yeah.
How sick would the Xbox community be if Halo finally came to PlayStation? For some
that'd be very sick. I'll definitely be all up on like, oh no, Twitter will be in shambles.
Yo, I turned my Twitter into a troll account.
Yeah, I would probably have to make a troll account.
I would make a troll account on Twitter. I would join the kids and make a troll account on Twitter because the Microsoft people will be
they're upset. They'll be very upset. They'll be very, very upset. I mean, it's free to multiplayer free to play, so it's like
might as well.
Whatever.
Don't even give us the game. Just give us the multiplayer and make it crossplayer.
Yep.
And make it crossplay. Let's go. You about to smoke these boys at their own game. You know how pissed you'd be if you a for lifer Xbox player.
I'll be surprised.
And all of a sudden it's some dude with a PS logo next to his name tapping you up. Oh my goodness.
Honestly, I'll be pretty surprised if PlayStation dudes beating up Xbox using Halo. I'll be surprised. But that'll be interesting to see though.
Why you think of the controller?
No, not even cuz controller. I'm saying
you got a PS5 right now, Gerard. Don't tell me you cross claiming.
No, I'm just
cross claiming.
No, I still got the Halos all up here, and I play with an Xbox controller. I don't plug no DualShock in there. But no, I'm just saying all the experience is there. We'll just have to see if that were to be the case,
bro. Yeah, all right, bro. We already smoking on the Xbox pack tonight, bro. Fuck them niggas. Bring us. Hey, look. Bring us the multiplayer Halo. We smoking on them boys.
Well,
smoking on them boys.
I would like to see that.
I'm calling it. Calling it. Smoking on them boys.
I don't know, man.
Not even worried about it.
I don't even know, bro.
Not worried about it.
It's gonna be like the TTK is too long compared to Call of Duty or whatever.
Light work.
Yeah, I can see that.
Yeah,
that's easy adjustment, bro.
Why do they have shields? Just shoot them and they're dead.
No, bro.
No, man, that's Destiny though. We got TTK.
Hey, come on, you know we got that.
I mean, that's everywhere though. So that came out everywhere already.
TTK.
I'm just saying.
We play Destiny, bro, and with premium content. We got y'all, man.
Premium got you good, man. It's the same shit.
Basically the same shit, man.
It's you know.
Unless something changed since I last saw it. I don't think so.
You gotta just hop on
I don't think
so.
You
ain't
gotta
hop
Destiny. On to talk about it, man. You gotta.
If you was on Destiny, you might know them boys got something to be worried about. If you was on Destiny, you might know.
You're saying Destiny got the same ebb and flow of a Halo multiplayer match.
I'm just saying
the same
all I'm saying is them Halo Xbox lifers, they got something to be worried about. That's all I'm saying. I'm not saying nothing else but that. They got something they should look out for. You know what I'm saying? They should be concerned. They should be worried
about all that, but
I don't know, man. I was there. I was there day one for the first Destiny, and the gunplay was different. It was still solid because Bungie, but the gunplay was definitely more akin to other shooters at the time. So no other shooter really play similar to Halo as far as the 1v1s. Your power.
The difference I saw was mostly. It's hip fire mostly. It's not really aimed down the sights fighting.
Yeah, because they don't have a ton of like. They really don't have. I mean, outside of the precision weapons, you really don't have like ADS for certain things.
Yeah, there's no down sights.
BR boys all day, every day. So.
No, that is true. That is true. But
yeah, unless in Destin now. Okay.
I mean, you can if you wanted to. It just won't be as accurate as
Yeah, in Destiny, I don't feel like it's like it's not a good enough.
There are guns designed to be shot from the hip.
Yeah, there are a couple.
Like last word, but beyond that.
Sidearm. I mean, I don't racked some. You remember on my little return to Destiny when I was streaming that one time?
I think this upcoming Halo might be more even though, because they actually made the assault rifle pretty strong. Usually precision weapons.
That's all I need right there.
Yeah, usually precision weapons run shit. Not saying the precision weapons are trash, and I just think the balance is a bit better so far based off that flight I played over a month ago.
All I need is 60 plus rounds in the gun, and tell me I can shoot, bro, and hold the trigger. That's all I need, bro. I'm gonna kill a couple of y'all niggas, boy. Draw forgetting when they clowned me at the beginning, and what was that?
How could I forget when I was there?
when they lit me up, boy. Yeah. When they lit me up. I mean, to be fair, remember,
that's me coming off of high school playing Halo 3 heavy for weekends at the old homie's house. Shout out to
I never played Halo really up until that point. I played a little bit of like Halo on the computer, and I played a little bit at my cousin's house. Like a little bit. I never played Halo like that, and definitely not online. So y'all niggas just threw a nigga to the fire and then started clowning. I was like, bet I got an Xbox, and I figured that shit out. You know what I'm saying? Had to get decent. Y'all niggas was
we get sweaty. You get sweaty.
I was never good at Halo, so I can't even talk.
Well, when we get cross-gen Halo, you're gonna have to.
When we get cross-gen Halo, then I'm gonna entertain it.
I really would love to see that though. Like no cap, I really would love to see that.
That would be crazy.
That would be amazing. The fanboy wars will never end.
Oh no. The level of back and forth that we have to see on the internet and in every lobby. Oh my goodness,
it'll be toxic. It will literally bring it back to the Halo 2. Like after every match, they'll just dump you into the lobby before the next match, and it'll just be open mic for everyone. We're all sorts of N-words with the hard arbor flying around,
bro.
Weirdo white kids, races and stuff.
I mean, just bruh. Them old Xbox lobbies.
That was the Wild Wild West. That can't happen. I mean, that could happen today, but then it won't because everyone will be like, it's too offensive, which is true. That shit is toxic. Very toxic. Very.
That shit was.
Don't lose.
They're really wilding, bro. Like,
don't lose and stay in the lobby after the match.
Nah, bro.
Don't you better hit that B button. Hit that B button. Get out of there.
Dog. I'm glad the niggas on Call of Duty and all that, they finally just give you that option to have the chat. You can like just mute the chat like the whole time. You don't even have to hear it ever. Like I turned that's the first thing I put on when I get a new Call of Duty. I'm like, mute every chat that's not my party. Everything. I don't want to hear somebody think about turning the mic on. Don't even show me nobody's shit. Turn it all off immediately. I don't want to, because nah. Unless somebody really is starting to piss me off in a game, sometimes I will, every now and again, I will get into it and I'll flip that chat on. So, you know, how I can get a blackout sometimes. And now you just got to start talking your shit, bro. Now you.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Now it's hold on, man. It's personal, bro. You gonna kill me like that? I ain't even done it. Nah. All right, man.
Yeah.
Some cool shit coming to Destiny. We're gonna see how it works out. I'm interested. Not interested in those prices though. Saw the prices.
Oh, yeah, the prices are pretty.
Saw the prices. Pretty.
Is it like 40 or something?
40 for the base game. If you want the season pass, it's 70.
80, yeah.
Man, do they just have like a I don't know, lapse Destiny pack where you just I know the base game is free to play, but you can just get all the content up to that point or whatever.
Yeah.
I bet it's like $100 or some shit.
So that's $100 for.
I wish I was wrong when I guessed that.
It's $100 for the season pass plus this expansion that gets you the Gallahorn.
Mm-hmm.
The gun.
I saw that and I was like, nah, you cool, bro. When Ian sent me that, he's like, oh, yeah, you get the Gallahorn coming back. I was like, oh, bet. Oh, that's all you got to say to get me back in the game, baby. Let's go.
And y'all said that in the chat, right? And then I think he said something about the price.
Like, wait a minute. They're talking about Gallahorn.
That Gallahorn price is $100.
It's not. No, it'll be 25 by when it comes out. I guess.
All right.
On the base game, you just buy that and get the Gallahorn.
Yeah.
Let me ask you this: Can you just do Crucible from the base game, the free to play base game? I mean, I'm guessing you'll miss out on the best weapons or something, but
it's just certain, it's just certain shit you won't get, right? Like certain, and obviously you won't get like the raid weapons and shit like that. I think because all that'll be locked behind season pass.
I don't even got the raid weapons, so.
Well, that's true, but that's because you don't got time to LFG with niggas no more.
That's true. I don't really care to do it.
That too. It's just not.
I did really want to do this last one though.
The
Vault of Glass.
Vault of Glass. It's not going anywhere, bro. You know, just get me and draw up the speed. We'll get there.
And 3 other niggas, I guess.
I mean,
I guess we could play with Billy now.
He still plays on PC, I think.
There you go. Yeah, he plays on PC. He's got his whole little community. He might be able to get us a couple guys.
Okay, that's what's up.
He is with some of the community. I do be seeing that.
Man. Hey, all right, man.
But if any,
don't get my hopes up, please.
But but anybody who plays with us understand, like, it's not that deep.
Until we get in the match, then it becomes that deep.
Nah, for a raid, no, it's not that deep.
Oh, okay.
Just run the raid and just relax.
Derek has a very low tolerance for the shenanigans.
Bro, just some niggas be in the raid.
They be wilding, man.
I'm sure,
you
spend a couple hours with these guys, they get a little too comfortable.
Niggas think they World War VII.
World War VII. I told you to go here and you didn't listen.
First of all, nigga, I'll smack you in real life.
Those people are the worst, bro. They be yelling just because you can't see people online.
I immediately exit groups that are wild like that. It's usually just a bunch of children.
Yeah,
doing shit like that. In fact, anytime I hear your voice pitch is a little too high, I
start leaving.
12-year-old
guys, he ready to play? Like, nope, not playing with you.
Not
playing with you. Little ass, because I was stuck in a lobby with a bunch of little ass kids once. That shit.
Oh no!
Man.
I've been like, no.
I suffered through that shit, man.
That nigga Ian got level patience, bro.
Never again.
Everybody at the very least.
Oh my god, little niggas saying nigga left, right, and center, man. It's just, man, can't really tell who is, you can't
tell who's who.
Yeah,
might have been some niggas. I don't know
exactly.
No idea.
That's why.
So yeah, I couldn't. That was the last time. I can't do this shit, man.
No, nah, bro. Yeah. So play with us and just be cool. Just be cool, man. Just be cool, man. Just be cool.
Yeah,
we're chilling. You're going to have a good time. Don't take it too seriously, because at this point, I'll just kick you out the group now. I used to play nice about it, but if it's our group, I'll just kick you out. Hey, go find somebody else. What you mean? What happened to? Yeah, man. Hey, nah, he going now.
Billy, get somebody else.
He'll say he's going now. That other dude is gone now. I don't know who the fuck he thought he was talking to. Yeah, I hate playing with people like that. You got to remind them, like, hey, we're real people in real life. Relax. But other than that, Destiny's looking up. So
that's good.
Exciting. Okay. It is time for a spoiler drop.
Spoilers.
And we're gonna start off with What If episode 4 drop. I need you to dive deep into this for me and tell me what the fuck is going on.
Okay, so episode 4, What If? The title was, if I can remember right, What If Doctor Strange lost his heart instead of his hands? Which is, when you look at it, you'd be like, what do you mean? Did he get stabbed in the heart in the car crash? That was my first thought.
Nah, but you're right.
I was like,
right. Nah, I was like, how he gonna lose his heart though?
Just how he became the Dark Sorcerer Supreme, just like the evil poured out and some anime shit. But no, yeah. So, man, I'll start off. I'm gonna put it up there with episode 2 with T'Challa Star-Lord. If it's up there, it depends on
top
the day
2.
Or whatever. Top 2 for sure.
1A and 1B right now.
1A, 1B, right?
Yeah, I think they're just right there. So this is Doctor Strange one, as name showed. The main gist of this one was the trigger for the car crash that started him. So the main difference is, before in the movie originally, it was just him driving and he, tried to avoid the car and skid off and fell and got critically injured. Or this one was him and his girl Christine, which I did rewatch the movie like a day or so after that, which was cool to read. Oh yeah. It was I don't remember the actress name, but she was the girl from Mean Girls.
Oh yeah. If you remember, why can't I remember her name right now? She's a very super familiar face when you see her again. I'm sure she'll be in the next Doctor Strange too.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I'm sure she will, right? I don't see a reason why she wouldn't be.
This is strange.
Yeah. Rachel McAdams. There we go.
Rachel McAdams.
Yeah,
if you look her up, and you'll know exactly who she is.
Mm-hmm.
You should know all the Adams, bro. That's just your Irish. It's your Irish fam, bro. Act like you don't know his folks.
Get close. I was about to do an Irish accent, but I stopped myself.
Acting like you don't know his folks, man. Come on, bro. You know them your peoples. Them your peoples, man.
Get closer to your kin, boyo.
Hey, relax.
Better.
Relax. Hey,
y'all are ridiculous.
Mitchell's partially Irish and British and all the UK, Great Britain nonsense over there. But all right, jokes
start calling me Ian McAdams.
Ian McAdams. Definitely calling this nigga McAdams from now on. Now.
Ian McAdams, yeah.
That's gotta be racist, right?
Probably. It might be. No, I don't know. Look, bro, look at my skin, look at my face, look at my hair, look at the coursey hair, look at this curly hair. My last name is Nicholson. Nothing we do is racist, bro.
Son of Nichols.
Nothing we do is racist. My last name is Scottish. I don't even know how. All right. I just have a Scottish last name because I'm black. They
love putting son after whatever they did or known for. There.
So just know, bro, we'll be all right. I'm pretty sure we're fine. I think they'll let us have the Scottish joke.
Yeah,
I would hope.
Oh, bro. So Christine, so basically the difference was she was in the passenger seat with Dr. Strange when we were driving, and they still get in the car accident, but instead of him getting super injured, she just straight up dies. Yeah. In the movie she does living. And he keeps living. So and then it begins like that, and it basically kind of shows like a really fast like montage of stuff that happened in the first Doctor Strange. You know, him dealing with having to, one in this case he was dealing with grief of losing the woman he loved, and then just kind of seeking out to become Sorcerer Supreme. At the I can't remember what the place is called. Damn it. I just watched it. I don't remember. But yeah, the place where all the sorcerers are learning the mystic arts, Ancient One, and everything. Yeah, and just kind of like a quick thing of that. And it fast forward to him like sitting one night, kind of like mourning and reflecting. And the Wong's just like, yo, what are you doing, Strange? And he's like, it's 2 years since that fateful night when Christine passed. And he was mentioning the Eye of Akamoto, the time stone in it. And Wong was just like, man, don't even think about using that. You could cause some like reckless. And then that point, I believe, was supposed to be the turning point of this episode where he was like, oh shit, I'm gonna do it anyway. So he basically goes back in time a bunch of times and he pretty much tries to make it to where Christine doesn't die. But every time he does some shit, she dies, whether it be, he says, hey, let's go somewhere else to eat instead. She gets a heart attack. Hey, let's let you drive. She still gets in the car. Car hits them instead. Like, they go out somewhere. She gets hit by a car. It's just a bunch of tragic stuff, man. It was pretty rough. It was rough. Because I was just like, yo, give this man a W.
Bruh, can I just say, I knew this episode had me in a hold when he went back the first time, right? He goes back. Mm-hmm. Like they go through the crash, and then he goes back, right? And he's like, "Oh, I'm not gonna switch over." He doesn't change the lane. Yeah. And when he switches back, the whole time I'm sitting here thinking, "Dog, it's the car from behind you. It's not that car. Right. You dodged that car. How did you forget that? Like, this is the most pivotal moment in your life, and you forget that car didn't cause your accident anyway. It was the car from behind you, and that's the only thing I could think about that whole way. And I was like, oh no. And that's when I knew, I was like, oh, they're gonna show this girl dying over and over and over. Mm-hmm. Yeah. I was fuck.
I think
here we go.
I think that's I think it's somewhat realistic though, because like even if you do get the chance to go back to stop something like that from happening, even if you think you remember it like that, something that caused it might have been different. So he might have just been like, he didn't really remember, and it happened so fast, right? He might not even remember there was a car behind him
that actually hit him.
Yeah. So after I think the third time is when he was like, "Yo, the car's behind me," but then they still spin out and fall and everything, and they go through that. So I think
Oh, sorry. I was saying,
Go ahead.
I was gonna say what locked me in was when he didn't even go. He stayed and they ate pizza or whatever, and she caught
that
the
got me too.
Bro, I was like,
I was like, we
she's
got
gonna die
it.
regardless.
Yeah.
Like,
I thought
at that point, I
we
was like,
got
I thought he was gonna give up. Like, Joe, just give up.
nah,
Man.
and this nigga just kept
She's
going. I was
supposed to
like,
die.
I was like, bro, all right, this I understand why you dark. I get it. I understand, bro. Because if you
supposed
just
to
keep
die.
doing this, you gonna end up in a dark place. You keep doing this, man. You just going down this path
real, man.
again and again and again. And the crazy thing is, bro, it's so weird because I think it's actually really powerful. We'll get there, but I just love the fact that who wouldn't try to do that if you could, right? Like it's relatable. You know what I mean? Like your loved one passes away, you gain this power to be able to reverse time and you can change things. But the one thing you want to be able to change, you can't, because that's what caused you to even get the powers. So you create a paradox. It's just honestly, like, but who wouldn't try, right? Like who?
After she died from the heart attack, I would have gave up.
Oh no, don't get me wrong. No,
yeah,
that's what I'm saying. Who doesn't at least get to this point?
Get to that point, like, okay, let's not go. Let's just not go. Yeah, well, you're trying.
And you still die. Like, how many times are you gonna watch the love of your life die, bro? How many times?
I can't do this anymore.
All right, I'm out of it.
Too much.
And I'm never gonna save the planet again. I'm gonna go back to my time and just be depressed. I just watched the woman I love die a million times. Yeah, I'm probably not gonna go back and be like, oh, Spider-Man, yeah, let's go save. Fuck y'all. First of all, fuck all of this. Actually, take this throne. Like, fuck it. Fuck Dormammu. Like, he might just say, yeah, Wong, you're the Sorcerer Supreme now. Like, yeah, no, that's. He didn't really have many choices after experiencing all that, but to go pretty dark. So, but yeah.
So yeah, like you said, he does go pretty dark. I can't remember what number it's. I mean, let's just say it's just so many times he's tried this, and then one time he just stays. You know, he crawls out the car and he's just crying, just like, man, why can't I save Christine? Then you see the ancient one just pop out of nowhere, and she's like, yo, Steven, you can't really stop this. And it's like, why can't I stop this? And she's like, oh, because it's an absolute point in time. Which I think at this point, it does give us some new world building lore in the MCU as far as time. I think this whole episode does that. But I'll get to that later towards the end. But yeah, basically she just was like, you can't save Christine because she is an absolute point in this timeline of this universe. Because without this trigger, you would never become this mystic arts, become a sorcerer, and she didn't say this, but pretty much saying you wouldn't stop Thanos and everything in this universe. That's pretty much what she was saying. But he was just like, no, there has to be a way to do this. And she's like, it would require crazy amounts of power. And he's like, fuck this, I'm gonna find it out. So at that point, he doesn't go to the main place in to learn to be a sorcerer supreme and all that. He goes to another place. The name escapes me. I should have wrote it down. Basically, it's a completely different place of the world, different type of mystic arts there. He meets this one.
Caglioso or something like that.
It's
something like that. And he goes to the library of Caglioso or something like that. He goes back in time to find the library.
Yes.
And then he meets up with Buddy.
Yeah, he meets up with old Buddy, who I guess is just there to protect her or whatever for all this time. So yeah, and this pretty much houses a bunch of dark magic, just dark magic in general, just put it like that. And he's kind of sits there, and he kind of pretty much just sits there for a long period of time, apparently years and years and years or whatever, and starts absorbing all these like elder gods, elder creatures, etc.,
mystic creatures,
Cthulhu's and all that, this crazy nonsense, and just absorbed their power, and just over time just became consumed with all that. That was all he did. He just did that the entire time. And then he's like, okay, I'm ready to go back in time, so I think I'll have the power to stop this from actually happening. In between all that, we kind of go back towards the beginning of the episode where he's like in the chair, and before he decides to go back in time after Wong tells him, hey bro, don't do that, he's just like, yeah, you're right, Wong. He goes downstairs, but then that's when he goes outside and stuff starts disintegrating, and he's like, what the fuck is happening? And I believe like this was supposed to be after Doctor Strange movie, so the Ancient One already passed. So I think her little astral soul of herself came and was like, "Yo, Steven, some fuck shit's about to happen." He's like, "What?" He's like, "So you are causing this reality to fuck up because of this point in time, Christine." He's like, "Oh shit," and I don't recall if does he go back in time to that point as well, or
nah. The dark Doctor Strange comes and gets him.
Okay, Dark Doctor Strange comes and gets him. Yeah, that's right. Because he finds out, even though that Dark Doctor Strange even gets this evil looking cloak from some other realm, it's not the same levitation cloak. It's from a weird like big roach thing or something. It's kind of gross.
He's like, I don't do roaches, I don't do insects or something like that. And took
Hell yeah, just cast him back and took his cloak.
Yeah. He's like, that's enough. I'll just take the cloak. That was funny. That whole montage was kind of funny. It did get a little bit repetitive at points. Like, yeah,
it did. I think it was just showing.
I was like, all right, but I mean, I'm sure there's cool Easter eggs in there for Marvel, like super Marvel heads.
I didn't catch any. I'm sure maybe Mercy Awesome, one of those YouTubers did, I haven't looked at it yet or whatever. But yeah, so yeah, he goes back to that point in time to meet with the other Doctor Strange because after all that time, the Dark Doctor Strange was absorbing all these other beings and mystic stuff, just gaining power and learning all these darker arts. The old buddy that was at the library, Cagliostro, he realized just so many years have passed and he's dying. And I think he was just like, hey, man, you still probably shouldn't do this because our reality would fuck up too. But he's like, no, I got to save Christine. This is this. So he does go back and he meets the other Doctor Strange and they pretty much have a big epic battle where they fight each other. And I think the one thing that did surprise me the most, the good Doctor Strange lost. And Dark Doctor Strange absorbed him because he thought that he would reabsorbing himself would be the key to actually trying to save Christine. And he's like, yes, I got the power. This is this. And he goes back to that one time before, like, I think in the middle of the accident, and he like pauses everything. He just takes Christine out, but it uses so much energy and magic and stuff that it just causes the rest of the reality around him to kind of rip apart.
Crumbling,
yeah. And he realizes this. And even then he does save her, but she starts disintegrating. And she's just like, Steven.
She comes back to.
Yeah, the second she comes back, she's like, Steven,
my
what's
man
happening?
Can't catch a break, dog.
Right.
Even at the end, she like, nah, she don't get to stay just because you brought her back, though.
Right.
The very thing he did to bring her back is what caused her to go this time.
Yes.
She's an absolute point, bro.
Yeah, absolute point. And the whole reality was still crashing around them to where he put up this big magical force field to just surround them, but he was still kind of sort of deformed from all the monsters he absorbed. They start showing in his physical attributes. And then like when she was starting to, she disintegrated, he just kind of cried there, sobbing. He was like, I didn't mean for this to happen. I didn't mean for this reality. And then the Watcher, I think the first time he intervened and was just like,
not intervened, just interacted. He just
interacted. Yeah.
Stupid ass nigga.
Like, bro, like you should have heeded my warning before. You shouldn't have done this shit.
It was dope to see that he got so powerful that he was able to communicate.
Talk to the Watcher, and he was just like, bro, like I've heard about your legend, like you can help me. And he's like, nah, I can't. And even if I could, I wouldn't. You deserve it.
It's like the narrator jumping in and like talking to the characters in the
show. Real.
So weird.
Yeah, it was interesting.
But I liked it, man. I thought that was dope how they did
it was nice because like there were hints of him in like all the other episodes, like you would see him in the background of scenes watching.
They've been slowly having him be more prominent. It's like his little silhouette, his like astral silhouette showing in parts.
Yeah.
So it's pretty cool.
Yeah,
and
especially I think those nighttime scenes. Anytime it's a nighttime scene, his eyes be in the stars somewhere.
Yeah, it's a cool effect, man. So I'm curious how much they're gonna keep showing the Watcher and everything through these episodes. Even when Dark Doctor Strange was kind of going through his little montage of absorbing all the monsters, Watcher did kind of glance over and was kind of narrating like he keeps. Like, I think he was narrating like he was talking to other Watchers or whatever, because there are multiple. We're just focusing on the one for this show. He was just kind of like, he's getting too powerful, and it's like this is definitely going down the wrong path, but I don't think we should still intervene. And Doctor Strange, he kind of looks back like, like who's there. Like he sensed his presence. And I was like, oh damn, this man sensing the presence too. That's crazy. But
like, nigga breaking the fourth wall right with us, man. Oh my God.
Pretty much. Just no walls. None.
Dr. Strange should have just looked right at us like, hey, y'all heard that?
Did y'all hear that?
Right. On some of the office shit, just been like
yeah.
Nah, I might have lost sleep. I might have lost sleep if he had done that. I'm like, oh shit, you mean like, what?
No, are we part of the universe?
I didn't hear it. I'm canon in the MCU now.
I'm canon in the MCU. That's
Everything
crazy.
Is canon.
Everything is canon.
Yeah. But pretty much what the Watcher said at the end to Doctor Strange trip, he was just like, intervening here is not worth sacrificing the rest of the universes and stuff. And so he pretty much let this one collapse in this timeline, which is wild. Dark
almost,
yeah.
Right? Because we got Doctor Strange and his little Doctor Strange is still in his little cubicle thingy.
Yeah, that's true. I think
he's not destroyed.
Yeah,
I just wonder if that is our opening for him to be able to eventually escape or be saved or be brought to another reality in some way. Redemption. Or somehow link up with some of these other episodes and how any of this may possibly be tied together if it's still tied together in any way.
You know, it's funny. I actually didn't think. I didn't really think about that from this episode. Interestingly enough, I don't know. I mean, I'm not. Hey, I'm more than welcome to it. It could definitely happen, I guess, because we still got, based off the little pictures they show, we still got, you know, Thanos level, like Thanos tier Gamora, and we have. It looks like.
Yeah, Sorcerer Supreme, Spider-Man.
Sorcerer Supreme. Oh, see, what's it? We didn't even get to the Tony Stark Killmonger thing.
Oh yeah, no, we haven't seen that yet.
No, we haven't gotten that.
We haven't seen that yet.
Still haven't seen that yet. We still haven't seen Ultron with like Infinity Stone stuff or something. Something about Ultron looks like Infinity Stone. I can't remember what it was.
Oh yeah, I saw that.
Yeah,
it was not Ultron. It was I
thought it was Ultron.
Vision.
Was Vision? Oh, that was Vision. Oh,
Vision in the little suit, the little metallic suit.
I could have sworn there was something with Ultron though.
Or was it Ultron?
I mean, I maybe I just haven't seen the Vision stuff. I don't remember. There's more episodes, I guess.
So he just collapsed his timeline universe. He didn't meddle with anybody else's because it looked like it.
Yes. That's the most so
it's just his reality collapsing. That's it.
That's the most interesting thing I think about what this episode does for time stuff. Because we just came off Loki, right? And the time variance and everything. So it looks like the rules. So it looks like for existing a universe's Infinity Stones and the Time Stone in this case, if you use that to go back in time too much, then you can just cause. It looks like you can cause multiple iterations of yourself that can have lasting effects across it. Whereas in like the TVA stuff with that type of, since they exist kind of space outside of time, I guess, when they take their time bombs, they just revert stuff back and they just create variants of themselves. I think that's kind of what they're trying to say with this episode. Like Time Stone shenanigans have more lasting effects for just that individual universe.
Yeah, because that Time Stone is
part of that, just that,
in respect
to
that universe. Yeah, it's useless outside of it. Yeah,
right. As opposed to like TVA stuff, that has effects that can cause just variants of characters, not so much as just the same character, but just branching off. It's kind of. I'm probably not explaining it too well, but
there is one thing in here that I think might be a little confusing, and I could just be misunderstanding it myself. Mm-hmm. But when the Ancient One,
explain the Hulk and then
no. I'm thinking about just in this episode. So you had Strange was sitting in the chair, and at that moment was you can call it the Nexus event, right? It's either him choosing to put the Time Stone down and go do his thing, or him choosing to go back in time and try to save Christine, right? Right. That is his moment. Mm-hmm. He goes back in. So the version of him that goes back in time. So there's a split, right? That's two separate timelines. The way they explained it was that the Ancient One came in and the spell she used
created
created the split, but that's not what happened. That split happened anyway. That was his Nexus event, and what her spell really did was allow 2 iterations of himself to exist in the same timeline.
Yes.
In order to save it.
Yes.
Because if the Ancient One had left everything alone, the version of Doctor Strange that puts it down, their universe goes on fine, unaffected by the Dark Doctor Strange's universe. They're 2 separate, they're variants, they're 2 separate people now. So I don't understand. Plus, it also what I was asking originally was the timing is off because he gets up and goes, and then he goes back in time, and then it's when he's back in time that she comes in and does the split. But I guess since he went back in time at that exact moment, even though he's back in time, technically it's still the same moment that he left to go back. I know that sounds confusing, but this is time travel, so it's never going to sound simple. But the moment that he left to go back, that instant is the same instant he's in, even though he's constantly going through this loop in the past. So when she splits him, I'm guessing that still is the same time that he's making that decision to go back or to put the time stone down. So the timing works out better for me now that I've thought about it, but it just doesn't make sense with how they explained it, as if she split him into 2 from there. From the guy who was trying to go back in time. She made it seem like he wasn't really Dark Doctor Strange when he was first trying to save her. But when she did the split as he was deciding to go to Killmonger or whatever his name is, I'm sorry, I gotta remember that because that's probably like a real, that might have like maybe a real African name or something like that. But yeah, I just wonder if
that makes sense though.
You know what I mean? Like the split was weird.
The split. If you think, the way that they did it, it was kind of weird, but explaining it in a way that it's like a variant that now exists in the same timeline as the.
I think that's the finding. I think it's the difference. I think that's I think it's. Obang.
Obang is the name of the black dude who's the kid.
Oh, okay.
That's the name he went by.
Obang.
And then Killmonger
is the library.
Here, I didn't mean to cut you off, Gerald, but here's the interesting thing that I learned because I had to look up the character. Obang was Killmonger. He was the ancient sorcerer person.
Oh,
that's why he kept telling Strange like, "Oh, I've lived it, like life." He's like, "How do you know?" Because life, like he was trying to bring back. He also tried to bring back. His character is implying that he also tried to bring back somebody who died that must have been either absolute point or too difficult to reverse. And instead of him trying to, he wrote all these books about how you could potentially do it, but he didn't do it himself because he realized it wasn't worth it. But here comes Strange, and Strange was willing to read his books and then learn and do it.
It's funny because he let him
he let him do it.
You have to learn.
Yeah, he let him learn the hard way.
Yeah, he had to learn the hard way by killing the whole universe.
Like I'm gonna die before you do right now.
And that's how I think he was like, I'm gonna die before this happens.
I'm gonna die before you fuck it up.
Figure it out. Right?
I'm gonna just die from quote unquote natural causes. So
let myself die way before this. But that's still right on me.
He was like, "Oh, I mean, I already know how you feel about this woman, and I know that nothing I'm gonna say is gonna convince you to do anything else.
You're gonna do what you want to do.
So nobody can stop me. Obviously, I wrote all these books.
Yeah, go do your thing, buddy.
Yeah.
So, my bad, Drew. You were saying.
No, that's good. No, I definitely need us kind of deliberate more on the time stuff that was going on this episode. I think it's just kind of building more and more to like. I think especially like Doctor Strange 2. I think that movie is going to be a huge mind fuck.
Establishing some time rules.
Yeah, even more time rules, which I'm glad they're kind of giving it to us bit by bit with different circumstances, which is good. Definitely. Which is good because this shit ain't easy. They can pull this off where it mostly makes sense to a large number of people, and I think it's successful.
It's weird because This all exists within the branching of timelines. So it's weird for them to say that there's a pivotal point in time that can't be changed.
Well,
nah, there's an absolute
or
point.
Absolute point
for that universe, though, that reality, that timeline. One thing Marvel does have to do is clean up the terminology. We need like a little Marvel, whatever you want to call it, appendix that can just give us a little, explain it, because universe and timeline keep being used interchangeably.
That's true. Mm-hmm.
And from the way I understand it, you can have it, if we were looking at it from a realistic point of view, and if you're smarter than me out there, correct me if I'm wrong, right?
Let us know in the comments.
But the way I understand it, right? We exist in a universe, right?
Mm-hmm.
Our universe, this universe can have multiple timelines.
Right.
So one exists inside the other.
Mm-hmm.
Marvel has not made that distinction. They've been using universe and timelines interchangeably.
Yeah.
To the point where I'm thinking it's each timeline is its own universe.
Well, no, that is what it is. Yes.
Yeah, that's pretty much how it is. Yeah.
It's not like a square and a rectangle. Each universe is a timeline, and each timeline is a universe.
Mm-hmm.
They have crossed it. What they should have done is say these are different timelines within this universe, but in this other universe, you have a whole different. That's where things. So, like, to me, it would make more sense if we look at like Loki, right?
Mm-hmm.
The versions of him that look exactly like him would, just to simplify it, would be from the same universe, but different timelines where things went differently.
Mm-hmm.
But the ones that don't look anything like him at all, or like even like not like Kid Loki, who's supposed to be a younger version of him. I mean, like the alligator, right? He'd be from another universe.
Mm-hmm.
And in his universe, there's a bunch of different timelines as well, where like say alligator Loki is, right?
Mm-hmm.
But that's a different universe, not just a different timeline where he becomes an alligator. You see what I'm saying? I think that would clear up Marvel's terminology issue here, but I'm not gonna.
Yeah, they still have a number. They got a fair bit of legwork to do too, because they kind of drip fed some of it in WandaVision.
Yeah,
with Scarlet Witch being like
and that's what I was gonna say. Is it like a similar situation in which she exists? She's like a consistent.
She's a Nexus being,
but they haven't specified.
They haven't. It's just more so like us picking things up, because they've kind of teased it throughout especially the latter few episodes of that season or show, whatever.
Yeah, they sprinkled it in there.
Yeah, because I mean, the comic, she is a Nexus being where her existence of her character, her Scarlet Witch, Wanda Maximoff, it can exist throughout all universes. She's like the one Scarlet Witch.
Yes, and that's the specification we need for the MCU, right?
Yes.
Because in the comics, it's one Scarlet Witch. She can just exist in any universe at any given time.
Well, yeah, see, they've retconned a couple things, but yeah, I'll say it like this: her as Wanda is the only Wanda in the
entire universe, but she can go wherever she wants.
Yeah, she'll still. Sorry, I don't mean to cut you off.
No, you good. Go ahead.
No, I was agreeing. I think I was just agreeing with you, but saying like, yeah, she's gonna be the Wanda Maximoff, the Scarlet Witch of that time, of that iteration throughout the universes. And they still gotta. I mean, I don't know if I'm guessing they're gonna do this. They're gonna have to introduce Man-Thing. I think they're going to introduce a Man-Thing, especially with some of these Disney Plus shows and how they're starting to get more supernatural, like Moon Knight, or at least I think they're going to go more into like Moon Knight, the Blade movie.
Yeah,
Man-Thing is a character that resides in the next, like what's it called? The Nexus of all realities, which is an actual place where all the places can join up together. They've teased it in WandaVision. It's one of those Easter eggs and little ads in between episodes where if you pick it up, you'll get it. But they haven't explicitly said or even had that place yet. But I feel like they're gonna have to go into that as well. Maybe they might do that in Doctor Strange too. I don't know. I think that movie's gonna do a lot of work, just for multiple things. But yeah, so I guess to get back to what if.
Wait, so hold on. Wait, well, yeah. This is related to it. So Man-Thing is he exists in a realm where all, I guess, timelines converge. Is what you're saying?
He's mostly known for being like a person that like kind of protects or at least resides around the area, but he can exist around other places too.
So I guess
he's kind of sort of like think kind of like Swamp. I mean, you know, back in the day, Marvel and DC, when they're creating characters, they had dudes going back and forth.
Yeah.
Like Jack Kirby and all of them. So like I don't know which one came first, but I mean for at least for visual, Man-Thing is kind of similar to Swamp Thing. Just the parallels are there visually. I don't know Swamp Thing's true like origins, but I'm just saying like visually they're kind of similar. Just a big dude that looks like a muck, like a swampy monster type dude.
So I guess the death of Doctor Strange's girl would be the point in that universe where all the timelines converge. And I guess
yes. According to this episode, yes. And then this universe, yes.
But you got to remember that Marvel has not explained it to us that way yet.
Right. And yeah, I'm just kind of
we are making it make sense.
We are
now because yes, if they said that Dark Doctor Strange existed in his own, it's just complicated with the Ancient One splitting it. They didn't need the Ancient One to do that. Like they should have had her come in and done a special spell to make them both in one, so that the good Strange could try to stop the Dark Strange. That would have made sense. But now, it almost seemed like her dying is an absolute point for all timelines in that universe.
But it almost makes it seem like it wasn't just like a variant split. It's like a piece of him split. So
I would assume.
Yeah.
I would agree with that. Yeah. There's. I mean, but to be fair, that does seem to be a typical. No, my bad. Go ahead.
I would say we won't even argue that that's probably why he went off the rails, because he didn't have that side of him that would have convinced himself to stop.
True. Mm-hmm. True. Yeah. True. That's definitely part to take into consideration. Definitely agree with that. It's partially her fault. Yeah, I do think I do honestly feel like some of that is the Ancient One's fault by splitting him. It is splitting the dark version of him. I think ruined a lot more than helped anything by Marvel's definition of what's going on.
All this, yeah. They definitely got to clean some of this stuff up, man.
Yeah, just make it make a little more sense when we're heading into phase 4, man. As we go into this next phase, just.
I mean, we're in it now.
Well, I mean, yeah, but I just mean as we get. I mean, everything we've gotten so far has been very like surface level still. That's true. So as we really dive deep with the Spider-Mans and I mean even Shang-Chi, I know that's getting a lot of positive reviews. So shout out to Shang-Chi. We haven't seen it yet, guys, so we'll get to it whenever we're comfortable going to a movie theater. But even with that's still like a more surface level. Let's show you some of the backstory of the MCU that we didn't show you before type stuff. And I know this. I've seen like, you know, some rumors and I've seen some not big spoilers, but like spoilers where I guess some of that stuff does affect present day and, you know, MCU stuff going on. So it will be interesting to see it for sure. I can't wait. It looks really, really good.
I'm just glad it seems like all the kung fu choreography is actually really good.
Yeah. Everybody's saying it looked great, man.
I'm glad, man. That's really what I wanted from the movie. Just sure, it's an MCU movie, and like that's even a subgenre. That's like a genre in itself at this point, just about, at least in the movie context or whatever. But like seeing that type of kung fu stuff, So 100%. I'd be down for this week coming up, honestly.
Yeah, hopefully I get rid of this little cold I got and I can get some vitamin C going. I'm drinking my ginger tea and all that, and hopefully I can get back outside and put my mask on for an hour, or what is it? Like a 2 hour, 15-minute run time? Something like that, I'm guessing.
Yeah.
You know, put my mask on for 2 hours and enjoy me some Shang-Chi.
Shang-Chi.
Yeah, cool. Sorry, it's like a little fly flying around or something.
I have those issues too, so you're good.
Okay. All right, last but not least, we got another spoiler drop in here.
Spoilers. There it is.
See, there you go. In case I forget to put the drop in there.
That's why I do it, man. I'm looking out for future Derek. I am, bro.
No, Future Derek liable to rush through it and forget. Titans episode 6. Name of the episode is Lady Vic.
Wait, is that the name of the character that I was like, who is this? I mean, yes. All right. Go ahead, continue. I just
yes, her name is Lady Vic.
I just realized that.
Yeah. I mean, look, I'll just come in like this and say this, because honestly, I don't have that much on this episode. Genuinely, I think I said that last week, but I didn't mean that. I genuinely don't have that much on this episode because this was the sort of, I guess, similar to how I was saying with Marvel. I thought this was a little bit better of a train ride, but it's still another train ride to the next big plot point. It showed us a lot of the little things going on. We learned a lot of little details here and there. We saw some traumatic things happen, but we went on. So just to kind of rush through the episode, not rush, but just to kind of walk through the episode real quick, because and you guys jump in anywhere if I miss anything or there's something you want to mention. But basically, we start off, we see this random crazy woman just decide to kill 2 cops. I mean, if you're gonna start somewhere, look, no,
you're about to get some breakfast, man.
They were just in love and trying to eat and go back to their shift, and she just said, "Nah, fuck them, smoke them boys," and
she said, "A cab." I'm sorry, yo. I'm sorry. Yeah.
If Lady Vic is down for the cause, she down for the cause. What can I say?
Lady Vic.
Hey man. So yeah, she comes in kind of ominous. That's how we a little cold open with her killing them and moving on. I like the idea that they're doing here. Before it was Jason was kind of doing this stuff to prove himself, and there's all these reasons. She's basically just killing to kill, killing because she was told to, killing because you're in her way, which is what she's doing. So I do think it is interesting that they brought her in that way specifically. No morals, no other anything. She's just killing to kill. So that's cool. So we see that. We get to fast forward and we jump back in time, I think is where it actually kind of starts. And we get to see that Dick confirmed gets every single girl that shows up in the show, minus Donna. And I think we can just put an asterisk and a yet. Because I'm sure that's who he ends up with in the end, because she's always been his best friend and she's always been there for him and she understands him. And they're gonna get I'm sure maybe they'll be the ones who get together at the end, because Dick has now been with everybody in this show. He has got a lot of women upset. And Barbara is that part of his contract? Gotta be. Barbara is in her feelings. So is Starfire.
There was a little tease of a spark between the two of them in the episode.
Are you talking about in the middle of the episode?
Yeah, Dick and Barbara.
And Barbara. Oh yeah. In the initial episode, there was you definitely knew like something they must have told the line before, but they didn't just toe the line. It was
like one step away from reigniting the old flame, and it was like, nope, I gotta go. Okay.
Yeah. So we'll backtrack. So this is the one thing that I always thought was interesting in this episode, and it's an Elseworld story. I'm taking it all as Elseworld stories. This is director, producer, whatever you want. This is how they are portraying these characters. So there are obviously going to be differences, and we just have to roll with them and see if they turn out good or not.
Yeah.
But Nightwing and Batgirl deciding to just kind of go off and be criminals for a bit is very weird. And at first, I wrote it off as just a dream sequence. But when they get back in person after Lady Vic tries to attack Barbara, he confirms it. He confirms that, like, when we used to run Gotham and she's back to try to kill you now. Why would she do that? So they confirmed that, they were out there wilding, robbing places left and right. And
were they robbing places left and right? I thought they were just, the way she described it, she was just keeping the security people on their toes.
Until you remember when they get back to the apartment and he's like, try on this.
Oh, you know what? I forgot about that scene. Yeah.
I think that was like her excuse in the beginning. He was just like, oh, well,
okay,
but I'm into you, so fuck it, we'll just do that. So.
Let's just start robbing these places for real. And she's like, we should return all the stuff, remember? He's like, fuck returning. Dick Grayson's like, fuck returning it. You want to return it?
How about try it on?
Yeah, like, all right.
I forgot about that. Oh,
that was very odd to me. But I'll be curious to see where that part of the story goes, if anywhere. I mean, it might just be the catalyst for showing us Dick and Barbara's relationship, but I thought that was interesting. And I did think it was really funny, Dick being jealous when she was like, how about Batgirl? And he was like, Robin Girl sounds better. Because he just don't want Bruce.
I kind of cringed at that, I'm not gonna lie.
I thought it was funny, man. I was like, that him wanting her to be Robin Girl because he don't want him to be named after Bruce is hilarious. Bruce.
Oh no. I mean, like, I get the reason the name, but when they said, I was just like, I get it, but
Robin Girl has a nice ring to it. No, it doesn't.
Yeah. No, and obviously we know it doesn't, right? Like, obviously it doesn't. But it just shows, even at that age, whatever age Dick he was supposed to be portraying there.
Old enough.
Yeah, young enough, I guess. Whatever age they're portraying there, he's already one thing. If there's anything this Dick Grayson has learned from a Bruce Wayne, is he's got the Playboy billionaire thing down to a T, bro. I think I caught one. Whatever little thing was flying around, I caught it. He's got the Playboy billionaire part to a science. He knows how to get with the chicks, and he know how to keep them off the other. He's like, hey man, my girl ain't just about to be calling herself Bat Nothing. I ain't Bat Nothing, so you ain't Bat Nothing, man. You about to be Night Girl or something, man.
Night Girl.
Not gonna be, not gonna be Batgirl. Just showing that. And I don't know if that's a slight allusion to Barbara and Bruce's relationship.
Bruce's relationship is what I was thinking.
I would hope we're straying away from that, or at least in whatever version this is, it's because.
Wait, how old is Barb supposed to be compared to? I mean, I'm not like this age and this age, but like, what's the age gap?
They look like they in their early.
Oh 20s. no, Dick and Barbara in the show. I don't know what their exact ages are, but they should be around the same age.
Okay, same age. Okay,
similar age, I believe. Yeah.
Okay, I might have just misinterpreted what you meant about Bruce. So never mind.
Oh no! You interpreted correctly. No, Bruce
okay. I was about. Oh,
Bruce,
they did. Oh,
Bruce
word?
and Barbara. Bruce and Barbara have had a thing in the past before. I don't know how the writers got away with putting that in anything. No, she was.
I don't want to sidetrack for too long, but I guess this part I don't understand how Barb got brought into the Bat family. Was she not brought in as like a quote unquote child figure, like kind of like how Dick and Jason were?
No. There's a couple of different ways of her getting in. But most of the times what happens is basically she just kind of starts wearing her own suit and going out on her own, looking for her own adventure. She's commissioner's daughter, so she's always protected. She, similar to how they did it in this. She wanted a sense of adventure. She wanted to get out on her own, do her own thing.
Okay.
And she chose to just become Batgirl.
Okay, so I was just getting at
she wasn't recruited.
Any like family like type of thing. That would have been like,
no, I don't know that they ever did the whole Barbara. I think there's iterations of it. Like writers have written it where Barbara might see Bruce as a father figure. But there is one written where Barbara and Bruce get together and Barbara has a baby.
Wait.
Or no, she gets pregnant.
Oh.
Well, okay. I don't think she has the baby, but she does get pregnant.
With Bruce's kid?
Yeah, but I don't think she ends up having the baby.
Well, she didn't have the baby.
I think that's still, I think that's in that timeline is I think that she gets shot. I think that's what it is. It's a dark ass run, bro. Yeah. I could have those details a little bit, but it's something like that. It's something like that. Yeah. Yeah, it's kind of wild.
Okay. Yeah, I just didn't know if she was brought in a similar fashion of like a daughter figure. That would have been weird. No. That's why I was getting it. That's why I was like, huh? So like outside just be like, oh, I'm just, your work friends, like Commissioner Gordon, work friends' daughter.
No,
that kind of a way is different. It's just like all right, whatever.
It's more like Barbara was already outside running around, roaming around. Bruce figured out who she was and was like, well, if you're gonna do this anyway, and there's nothing I can really do to stop you and keep you inside, then you might as well be properly equipped and trained and run with like a real team.
Okay.
It's more
right.
so what
okay,
it is.
Cool.
That's how she kind of came to the fold more than him just being like, oh, you're my daughter. Yeah, my goddaughter.
Again, that's why
it wasn't no weird shit like that.
Yeah, because when he said
I mean, it still was weird when he got with her, but
yeah, I mean, surface level.
Still was weird that they wrote that out that he got with her, but still.
Someone looked at him and was like, fam, why'd you do this?
Yeah. No, Nightwing was pissed. It's all good. He gets Starfire.
True.
But yeah. So where was I? We got Dick and Barbara. We got to see their relationship and a lot of making out. And then obviously Dick snaps out of it with his little gunshot wound. Remembers he's been shot. We get to see more of.
Snaps out of it. It's hilarious.
Right? You're like, oh shit, I did lose blood. Yeah, whoa.
I was hurt pretty badly. Yeah. So then we also get to see. I just kind of run through the Blackfire stuff. The Blackfire stuff and Starfire, it was pretty straightforward. You know, Starfire's obviously still struggling to trust her. You know, so you're dealing with that dynamic. She doesn't really want to leave her in certain places, but she doesn't really want to involve her in everything. So you know, they're playing with that dynamic. But right now, Blackfire seems to be playing game. I do think this is just them playing the long game with her story. I do think eventually she will flip on them for one reason or another.
For sure. It's just a matter of when
a matter of when it happens, right? But right now they're kind of making us, they want us to feel like, oh no, this Blackfire, you know, they've changed so many other stories. This Blackfire could be good. Maybe she'll join the team and fight with her sister and they'll be, you know, friends. And nah, bro, they started this episode off with Lady Vic killing 2 random people on an anniversary date, bro. Like, it were bothering nobody. They didn't cause no problems. And Lady Vic smoked them. All right. Let me tell you something, bro. It ain't gonna go the way you think it's gonna go. I promise.
Ain't no happy endings in this.
Ain't no happy endings. Ain't shit gonna go smooth. They not gonna be hunky dory best friend sisters. There's gonna be a lot of black girl magic, but it's gonna be a lot of black girl magical warfare. And it's gonna be some crazy. So yeah,
Starbolt to be flying or
firebolts and So I do think that's cool. You know, and obviously we saw Blackfire start to develop a relationship with Superboy, and then she was able to get some of that information on Crane to help them out, try to gain that trust. Which again, I think is just building up us to be like, oh, maybe she can be good before she goes crazy on us and just
I'm just curious what the motivation will be for her to do that. I mean, we're not even there yet, so
we'll have to see. I mean, but also, I mean, the way they've played it, I just speculate a little bit. The way they played it, she had a very key line in this last episode where she said, where she was like, everybody on Tamaran is born with fire except for me, the cursed child. And if Invincible, all these other shows give you any other indication, she's gonna be. They could play it as she's a late bloomer. So when she gets her power, when she does finally get that fire power, which I think they'll animate as like a black fire. Like
I think it'll just be. I think it'll just be fire but purple.
Yeah, it could be. I would hope.
She has the one streak on her braids is purple. So
that's true too. Yeah, we'll see.
But then again, it could just be black fire.
I would like to see how they animated like a black fire without making it just look like a black orb around her hand. Like make it look like her hand's really on fire, but it's black, dark with like anger. But I do think like her and Starfire, like Starfire is not. She's trying to build the trust. That's how they're going to justify, because this show seems to have this thing with trying to make us justify the villains to an extent. So I think it'll be something to where like Blackfire really is trying to be part of the family. Like she really is, like she likes Superboy a little bit. He told her you got to earn your way in and all this type of stuff. And Starfire just can't let the past go. She can't give her sister a chance. And she ends up pushing her too far, and that fire kicks in and they just start hooking. And Starfire not really used to her little sister having this,
Derek is a writer.
To fight back. So
Derek is a writer for the show. Confirmed.
Yeah, I'm sorry if I just spoiled that whole plot line. Then,
man, at least we know. At least we know you're in there in some way. Next step, yell at the higher ups.
I hope I didn't do that, man. I hope I didn't just completely ruin it. Hopefully they twist something up a little bit. But I mean, just from what I see, that seems kind of to be the way that things will probably go. So that is cool. Ian, you got to see your guy Gar do a little more. They kind of gave him some cool little animations this episode with his little.
That was still a tiger.
Yeah, it was.
But he was like, "Hey, that's the same animal, bro."
But that transition from human to green is getting a little smoother. They able to pump that in a little bit. They pumped it in. You know,
okay. Animation wise, the team is doing a good job.
That's all I mean.
Gar isn't, but he did confirm that what's her name? What's that girl's name? Dove has left them for good.
Oh no, like that been confirmed, which I was happy about.
Wait,
they're
just
how
in the middle of they were talking to what's his name? Dick, and he was saying like, oh man, too much blood. Yeah, you are frozen.
You are.
Yeah,
I was about to say. You might have to turn the webcam off and on or something. I don't know. Maybe.
EOS webcam utility.
The utility. Hey, look at there, man.
That boy, sexy boy.
All that IT work came in just there. Yup, turn it off and back on, bro. Let's get it.
Ron makes the big bucks.
I need to make the big bucks.
I
need to make the big bucks. But yeah,
Gar Starfire and Dick were
I think they're on the kitchen, right?
Stitching up Dick.
Oh.
And Gar was mad at Dick for going off on his own, and he was saying that it's too much bloodshed and
oh yeah,
I mean we just lost what's his name, and Dove is gone for good, and I was like, oh, thank you for slipping that in there. I appreciate that confirmation there.
No renewal of her contract.
I think they're really doing us a solid by reconfirming that, because I don't need her to be like, hey guys, I came back.
The only mention I want to hear of her is that she's not coming back every single time.
Just write her out, please.
Anytime they mention her name, it's like, yeah, nah, she's still in Paris.
They better not do a zinger.
But isn't this a worldwide disaster? Yeah, bro, but she in Paris, bro. And shit ain't hit Paris. You're just not gonna hear from her. Don't worry about it. She ain't showing up.
If they show her before Raven and or Donna again,
that's gonna be.
I'm a wake up with violence.
Gerard, you just put that into the universe. So
I'm telling you, I'm gonna just be violent. I'm gonna just wake up and be like,
you just put that into the universe. If that shit happens, Gerard, it's on your head. Thank you.
No.
No, your fault. You know how this shit works, Gerard. Words have power.
They do have power.
Yeah, speak truth to power, bro. And you just went out there and said it. Now, if it happens, it's on you.
But I'll add
more power than Dove.
I'll add to it. She'll get killed in the same moment. There we go. Boom. I rectified it.
There we go.
Same scene. I'm back.
Hey, you know what? If she popped up just to get clapped again, I'm here for it.
See, there we go. See, I fixed it.
Oh, she's immortal, man.
Universe, you hear that? Oh, I went back on what I said. I talked too much. So I talked too much again, and it should balance out. Let's go. All right.
Thanks. Oh man, yeah. So we just went off on a little tangent there. I don't even know how we got. I don't even know where we're at.
I keep asking questions. My bad.
No. That's good. Oh yeah. Okay. So also with Lady Vic, we get to see her again. So we learned that just to end off the whole Nightwing and Barbara thing, which I think that's where we were at least. We learned that Lady Vic and her brother originally came to Gotham, whatever reason, to rob Jules or whatever, and they confronted Dick and Barbara. They got to scrapping, got to fighting, and Barbara was actually kind of getting done up, but Dick was handling business because Batman protege.
Yeah,
so
yes, sir.
Dick was about to fuck this dude up, and then here goes Lady Vic to try to throw the knife at Dick to try to stop him from knocking out her brother, which she should have just held her knife because Dick was just gonna knock the nigga out. You killed him. So very similar to Jason. Whoops, I didn't tell you I was gonna move out the way. So yes, he moved out the way, and No, it was Barbara who, in her moment of hesitation, as she watched her brother getting his ass kicked, threw her off as she threw her knife, and it hit her brother in the right in the heart, because she's such a nice shot, I guess. And down goes the bro. So as she, tries to mourn over him, Nightwing or Dick and Barbara, they dip off. And that's kind of her little origin and why she hates them. So now you kind of feel some sympathy for her, even though it's her fault. Like, we both trying to rob the thing. Why don't I just go, hey, look, man, you got here first. We're just gonna go. Sorry. Like, y'all playing to fight to the death. How can you be mad I killed your brother when I wasn't trying to kill your brother? Actually, you did. And if you had just let me do my thing, I was just gonna knock the nigga out and be about my way. Yeah. You was the one throwing knives. Y'all were trying to kill us. And you accidentally killed your man, and now you mad at me? How that makes sense? That's all I'm saying. I don't know. Word to Dick, man. It wasn't their fault. It wasn't Dick or Barbara's fault, but she's still mad at them. So that whole thing moved from there. And trying to think anything else major happening there. Oh yeah, we did get to see we saw Dick and Barbara try to reconcile. That didn't go well. So they had to do some sneaky stuff. He did that crazy thing where he figured out it was Lady Vic. Yeah, but that's like a Batman trick. Now, normally Batman has like the AI shit that reconstructs like the crime scene and all types of shit like that if you're doing like normally in the animated shit. But in this, they went with like him just being able to visualize the audio.
And with the help of Gar, who apparently has martial arts fighting abilities now.
Yeah, I mean, I don't remember him fighting that well.
Yeah,
he's been training.
Oh no, they did have the mini training arc in season 2. Yeah, so yeah, never mind. I'll give him that. We'll give him that. That's just memory. Thank you, Dave.
And I think it should just be implied that as Titans over time, they're always training, they're always going to get better. So if you see them do a new move, it shouldn't be too crazy if they do
too far-fetched if they got some new shit.
Yeah. And I mean, to be fair as well, this season mostly open. I mean, outside Nightwing doing his separate thing at the time, they opened with all of them like beating up these dudes and like saying, hey, news people, we did the thing. So yeah, it showed that they're pretty competent as a team, at least at that point. So yeah. All right, they're consistent. Cool.
Yeah. And so all of that with Lady Vic, we get to learn that Jason not as powerful as he thought he was. Jason trying to call the plays with Scarecrow. He said, yo, no, it's my fucking plan. Nothing happens if I don't say so. All this yah rah 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 rah. And Scarecrow's like, hey fam, let me show you something, bro. I got another chick over here who's a killer, and she a better killer than you by a mile. She ruthless. She don't give a fuck about nobody or nothing. Yep. And actually, she's not even trying to save Gotham. Fuck Gotham. So you think you gonna save Gotham through some other means? Nah, bro. She gonna just burn this shit down with no remorse. So fuck you. I don't need you. And if you keep talking out of line, I'm gonna send her after your ass. Exhibit 1. Really played his ass for calling it Exhibit 1. That shit was funny. And he just walked off. And left that nigga looking stupid. So Jason, goes off, and then you see Jason steals whatever doses from one of the the houses where they're making some of this stuff, and he takes it to the street, and we'll get back to that. Nah, we'll just go there now. So he takes it to the street, and he's giving it out to people, and because this ends Jason's arc for the episode, because then we see the conclusion. One guy that he hands the dosage to. He takes the dosage and he walks into our buddy Tim Drake's little restaurant, and he walks in there, and I guess he's trying to rob the place. They don't really have much audio. You just see him put a gun up and shoot. And Jason is just standing outside, turned around, look like he's lost to the world. And we go inside, and I'm pretty sure that's Tim's dad. Pretty sure. Which obviously makes sense. It doesn't make sense to just shoot some random black dude that was in there. It's the only way shooting the black guy in there is it's Tim's dad, because to be a Robin, you got to go through tragedy. Tim been way too happy-go-lucky. This nigga riding on a Batman bicycle and shit. His life been too good. That nigga needs some tragedy before he can become a Robin. So his daddy gone, his mama probably going next, bro.
That scene was, I mean, you can just correct me. That scene kind of to me felt a little hollow or not its real thought, because I felt like, I thought that same thing. I thought that was either his dad or a loved one or whatever, because they run that restaurant. It
should be his dad.
But they didn't.
I think if we go back a couple episodes, we'll see he calls him dad. I think he did mention dad when they were there. There's a scene with his dad in there earlier, and I feel like he mentioned like that's his dad. Yeah. So I'm pretty sure that is his dad. Mm-hmm. But and obviously he's the next Robin. So parents got to go. I mean, well, Terry McGinnis had his mom. So Tim doesn't. I don't know. I don't know if Tim has both his parents or not in the comics.
No, I just mean like the scene itself. Sure. It just seemed like there
wasn't enough build up to it.
It just I just don't think that scene was too good as far as they're trying to go for it. Like I felt like they were like, this is supposed to be a bad thing that's going to affect Tim, but they didn't I don't know. I just feel like there wasn't enough. I don't want to say context, because there's some context. Yeah. He said to pick up that's his dad, but I just feel like it didn't hit right. Maybe that's what it is. I just kind of looked at it and was just kind of like, okay, that happened.
Yeah, I agree. I agree. Yeah. Again, if I wasn't a Bat Family fan, I wouldn't have been able to piece together why that dude got shot. It would just look like Tim was having. Well, we know he's Tim, but it would just look like Tim is having a. Like it almost looks like they're showing his heroism. Like, oh, he's willing to step in and try to save this guy's life. You know what I mean? Like that's what it looks like, maybe, but it doesn't necessarily look like. You don't know for a fact. He doesn't say like, oh, "Dad, oh my God!" Like it sounded like he kind of mumbles "Dad" in that scene, and then he's just sitting there. He's like, "Hold on." He doesn't seem distraught enough for it to really be his father. But the only logical explanation is it being his father, unless I missed something in how they're doing it in this show. But that's the only logical explanation I can understand.
That is his dad, though.
It is, right?
I just felt like. Yeah, this is dad. So I'm guessing you just double check. Yeah, I figured that was his dad, but it just seemed like it didn't feel like it had any sort of impact with everything that was going on. It just was like it happened and it was like, yep. Yeah. And then it kept going. Like it just really skated over real quick. Like I'm guessing, I mean, with this how the show kind of goes, they're gonna have a sort of a flashback that either shows a little more after that scene, maybe show Tim coming to realization.
Right.
Instead of just being like, oh man, we gotta, like I don't know. I just feel like they didn't really show him being like in shock or anything.
Yeah, he wasn't in enough shock or anything like that. I agree. And they better not make Tim the new Don.
Don.
Tim better figure out some emotions quick. That was your daddy, boy. This next episode.
I mean, he showed more emotion in the first episode, or was it?
He did. That first episode, he did. Yeah.
All of Don's everything.
Yeah. Well, that's true. Yeah, he was way more emotional about Jason dying than his dad being shot right in front of him. But
yeah, I don't know. I gotta rewatch that scene. Maybe when I saw it and I was just like,
nah, okay. I remember it pretty vividly in my mind, bro. It wasn't the most emotional scene, and even afterwards, he wasn't exactly broken up. Like your dad is bleeding. Never mind. I don't want to. No trigger warning in case anybody has gone through any trauma or anything like that.
He looked kind of like, oh, call 911, somebody, you know what I'm saying?
Come on, man.
I feel like
let me get it. I'm gonna leave it alone here. But
he was still alive. You know what I'm saying? He was just holding on to his dad.
I'll drop it here as well. I guess my final point of view was just to be like, I feel like for what the episode is going for, I feel like they put that scene in to indicate that some shit went down, but for what they were trying to do for the episode, they didn't want to put more into that scene, I guess. Like I feel like they didn't want to focus on it too much or have more of an impact of Tim definitely having one of his family members injured.
Yeah, I feel like they definitely just threw the scene in just to rope him back into the story.
Yeah, but I feel like they just roped him a little bit, not a lot of it.
Yeah, Timothy.
Yeah. All right, but that's it. That's
yeah. So we see that we also along with Jason's thing, we see that Scarecrow has kind of expanded what he's got going on. He's got a whole new plan in place. He don't care about Gotham and being the reckoning or whatever he was telling Jason. He wants to pretty much do his fear thing across Gotham. which makes sense. Scarecrow being Scarecrow. Trying to think. There's one more thing that I know I'm missing. Oh yeah. So then also we see Barbara fall for the age-old trick, recording over the phone, a call on her secret line, which should give her a cause for concern. But you get a secret call on there, and damn. I just thought about it. People might know Lady Vic if you've watched a couple shows or some movies.
That's why I feel like I should know who she is.
Nah,
but
I don't know about should. I don't know about should. I think should is a big, because she's a pretty big. I don't want to say big, but she's a fairly consistent Nightwing villain, and I just don't feel like I like Nightwing, but I don't feel like she's the biggest character like across the board. Like I know she's been in some. I know she's been in some tight, situations, and I know she's popped up in some cool places, but I don't think she's.
Maybe I just haven't watched enough to recognize her.
I'm trying to think where she
or read or anything, I should say.
Yeah, in the Flashpoint movie, she showed up too. Yeah. Remember they referenced her in the Flashpoint movie. There's other places she shows up. I'd have to look it up if you in different media, everywhere she shows up. But anyways, Lady Vic lures Barbara out to Crime Alley, is it? They get to hooking. And Barbara still got it, even the wheelchair. She ain't a slouch or nothing. I'm still with it.
She's still staying up. Yep.
And so she stayed on her toes. You know what I mean? She kept it going. She was ready to box everybody.
That scene was cool. I actually like that scene. Yeah, she not just, I'm just here, running, Gotham PD or got Oracle in the pocket over here. She still kind of can move a bit in that chair. So that's cool. I like that.
Yeah, I agree, man. It was really good to see her be able to move. They didn't just leave her as this defenseless, person or something like that. They definitely still made her viable, which is dope. And I'm sure people are probably happy about that, representation and stuff. Somebody disabled being badass in a big DC show. That's
absolutely.
Cool.
Absolutely.
So I think that's dope. Okay. And then so they get out of that, and then Dick and Barbara have their little awkward moment in the house where Dick is basically trying to be like, you can tell me if you want me to stay, because I'll stay if you say you want me to stay. And Barbara looking like, I kind of want you to stay, but I'm a little too proud to tell you I want you to stay, so I ain't gonna say nothing. But if you offer it, I might consider.
Mm-hmm.
And they just look back and forth at each other like that.
And then they was like, all right, I'll see you later.
All right, I'll let you do this one. I'll let you win this one. And that's it. Yeah, you can definitely feel a little bit of the you feel a little bit of the tension. I'm so sorry, bro. I don't know. I hate that. I don't know why this is funny to me now. Damn it, I blame you, Ian. But
it's probably my fault.
Ian has corrupted you. Ian has corrupted you. Gerard used to just say "bless you."
I did, bro.
Now this nigga got tears in his eyes.
He's not even the funniest sneezer I know. That's wild. You're not one of those people that sneeze like 20 times.
I have a very normal sneeze. It just happens a lot.
You do, bro. You do just as normal.
Oh, y'all niggas, man. I hear you got this nigga Gerard laughing at me and shit too, man. Fuck this nigga.
I guarantee if he didn't have his webcam, I probably wouldn't have laughed. I just been like, oh, bless you, bro. I hate this. Why am I?
Y'all couldn't even hear it because I was on mute. So y'all was only laughing.
At you, that's why.
I was only laughing because you could see it. Y'all couldn't hear shit because I muted myself in plenty of time. So y'all was both staring at me. Y'all probably saw that little mute icon go up, and the first thing y'all did was go.
I didn't even see that.
No, I just was talking. I glanced because my screen is here to the right of yours, and I glanced over. I was like, "Oh, this man's."
All right, so I'm just cute, and y'all niggas was looking, and I just happen to sneeze. So y'all got a nice cute view, and then y'all got to laugh of your life. All right, bet, man. I'm just out here helping my niggas, man. I'm just helping.
You ain't gonna sneeze, man.
There's Gavin, yo.
I'm sorry, bro. Hey,
It's
man.
happened so often. You could probably put one together.
Future content, bro. For as long as we've been doing the Zoom episodes, it's future content. All right, I'm gonna get back composed though.
I hate y'all niggas. Yeah. Anyways, we're almost done, man. We're almost done. Let's wrap this up anyway. Like I said, this episode of Titans wasn't too deep. Just wanted to touch on some of the key points that happened throughout it. Let me double check if I missed anything. Let me just end this episode by saying one thing that's going to get me in trouble, but it's okay. I will take the hit later. Starfire looks great in this show.
No, okay. I think everyone can agree, no matter how they come about.
An attractive individual.
Yes, she is. I think
aesthetically pleasing.
I think her
if you will.
I think her fits I think her looks and her fits have
she's
improved
definitely come up.
Beginning.
That's definitely a fact. She's definitely. I think everybody visually has improved, minus Dawn.
Oh yeah,
Since the inception of this show. So
yeah.
I just, you know what it is, man. I like the way she be talking to people sometimes. Like it's just like she just be like
she be running the scene.
Yeah, she just be in charge.
It's great.
She's in charge.
That's how it should be. You know what I'm saying?
And that's why Dick be like, that's why Dick don't be paying her no attention, because he know, like, man, yo, if I keep giving her attention, she gonna try to walk over me. I'm gonna just keep ignoring her.
Yeah,
keep ignoring. Actually, I'm gonna go mess with my old hoes in front of her too.
My second, third old flings. You know what I'm saying?
Just to rile her up.
Yeah.
You want to have another boyfriend? I don't care that he dead. I'm gonna go mess with my old chicks too. I don't care that he gone already. I'ma still go mess with my old chicks since you want to go play around. Since you want to go play, I can play too. Yeah, man. We see you, Nightwing. We see what you out here doing, man.
I don't think Starfire owns a pair of like regular pants though. Like I don't think she does.
All skin
Everybody else does though. Even Blackfire got a pair of pants.
Yeah, she doing the little casual stuff right now.
Freaking.
She's not even rocking the I'm from Tamaran look right now.
No. Hey, I'm sure it'll come, man. She'll have to put on a little battle suit or something eventually.
At most, she'll wear some knee-high freaking boots.
Oh yeah, that's what I meant.
Oh, that's
part of the battle suit.
That's the battle suit.
I mean,
that is part.
Go look at Starfire's character. She's always wearing a dress.
I don't even gotta, you know.
What you mean? I just mean her character in general. There's older. It doesn't matter what like drawings you see of her. If you just look up Starfire as a character, she's normally wearing like the knee-high boots. She's wearing a skirt and she's wearing a crop top normally. So actually, she's wearing more clothes. Yeah, right now than normal. Yeah. So she's doing
she on brand.
Right on brand, bro. 100% on brand. So yeah. Yeah, she's been doing a great job. Glad to see her fulfilling this role.
Hell yeah.
I'm also pleased.
I've always enjoyed
it.
Ian, come get in trouble with me, bro. It's all right, man.
Hey, man. Nah, man, I'm cool.
Just come get in trouble with me, bro. It's all right, man. It's fun out here on the ledge. It's fun out here on the ledge, man. It's all right, man. Just cause a little shake up in your household for a couple nights. Get a little more Destiny time. You be all right.
Oh man.
Oh my goodness. These are all jokes.
These are all
women.
We're kidding.
These are all jokes, Crystal and Ashley. All jokes.
We're kidding.
All right, man. Yeah. I think that kind of wraps it up. I'm trying to think of any other big moments in there. I think we hit everything. Yeah, I think that was everything from the Titans episode. I do think we're gearing up for another more action-packed, like more fight scenes next episode. Because Lady Vic is obviously out there, and Scarecrow clearly wants the commissioner dead. And obviously, Scarecrow, and you also have to understand that Scarecrow right now knows everything about Batman and the Bat family and what's going on. So he knows Dick is Nightwing. He knows Barbara Gordon was Batgirl. He knows all this stuff now. And I don't know how much inside access he has, if he can actually like get into the Batcave or anything like that. I would assume he might have tried by now if he could, but it could also be something he's just holding for the right moment. Like, I know how to break into the Batcave because of Jason. So it is possible. Or maybe that'll be Jason's like redemption arc kill.
Jason's a whole man.
Yeah, because he's still going. He's still going. He's still taking his little high. He got Tim's dad killed. Oh man.
I mean, two bodies. They did kind of confirm in that scene that, like what you said last episode, that he does take that to like not feel anything at all, not just like be fearless, but he just doesn't feel, because he was starting to get a little emotional with what he was doing. And then he took the thing, and then he was like,
and then it took him off completely, because it makes him not feel at all.
Feel at all. So I was like, that might be what I don't know. That might be some.
Well, you already saw them try to plant these seeds of maybe he can come back, because he's, we don't know whose fault it is. And Garfield's like, well, what if it's not his fault, Dick? And Dick's like, well, we don't know. What if it is his fault though? I might have to kill him. Been crying about all this. Was I gonna kill him? Yeah, I was gonna kill him. You little bitch ass green nigga. Yes, I was gonna smoke his ass. Yeah, I was gonna smoke that little nigga.
Imagine me calling a bitch ass green nigga. I don't know.
That's basically what Superboy called him.
He was saying.
That's basically what Superboy called him last episode.
I was green boy, like green.
You little green.
Are you calling me names because of the color of my skin when I transform? This shit's so wild.
This show's something else.
Unless you're Gar, man, he'll eat you.
Yeah, bro. Yeah.
That did happen. And that did happen season 2.
Oh shit, you're right.
Yeah, I saw that. When he got captured by
he did eat him. Yeah. Anyway, I know who you're talking about. Yeah, I remember. Yeah. Damn, he did eat somebody. Ain't that something? Damn. Yeah, that happened in real life.
Yeah, man. He's not afraid to use his tiger for all the reasons you would want to use a tiger.
Well, he ain't done it, so for now, shut up, little green nigga. And shut the fuck up. I was gonna smoke Jason. That's why I ain't tell y'all shit. This is why I ain't tell your bitch ass, because I was gonna kill that little nigga in the quickest of heartbeats. I was gonna beat his skull in again like the Joker did, but y'all niggas wouldn't leave shit alone, and now I'm shot. And then y'all trying to tell me to stop to go find him. Nah, he think he did me one off. He got a shot off on me. Nah, I'm about to kill this nigga double time now. No, come on, man. Yeah, no, he wants to kill Jason right now. Whether it stays that way or not, I can't tell you. But at this exact moment, Dick Grayson wants to kill Jason Todd 100%. And if the police hadn't broken in and gotten in the way, he would have definitely killed Jason last episode. So, all right, guys. That's all I got today. Hopefully we learned something. Let us know if we said something wrong or stupid. And then we'll let you know if you're saying something wrong or stupid. How about that? Goes both ways.
Tit for tat.
Go back and forth, nigga. What's up with it? So yeah, man. Appreciate y'all for listening. Y'all got any last words on Titans or anything else for the day?
Decent episode. For sure, a calmer, a more easygoing episode than last. I wouldn't say calmer, because it opened with Lady Vic going in, taking 2 bodies in like 2 minutes.
Easy.
They got a blood count. They gotta reach a quota.
Oh, facts. Every episode you got a body count to hit.
Should keep tabs on that, just the body count for each episode. I should definitely do that.
Getting the kick-ass levels.
Yeah, right. But yeah, I enjoyed it. Again, still was 6 episodes in so far. Yeah, enjoying the season. So far, Dawn is. Yeah, I'm enjoying the season, so it's good.
So far, Don is still dead. So that's positive.
Let me drink some water.
Don is the reason I'm enjoying the season.
It's because Don is gone. Oh, thank the heavens. Oh
yeah, same sentiments. This season's definitely guaranteed to be really dope. We'll see what next episode holds. I hope we see a lot more of Timothy Drake next episode.
I think the plan is to see him come in towards the end of the season. I think there's too many moving parts already this season because we still haven't gone back to see Donna's resurrection or anything yet. So she's still out there in limbo while Dawn just gets to live it up in Paris. That's selfish. Anyways, all
the under
you something else.
Yeah, man.
You piece of work. You so we play the waiting game with getting to see where Raven and Donna have gotten themselves into.
I am still waiting for that. I'm curious how they're gonna bring that in. Is it gonna be like, or is it gonna be like meanwhile or some shit like in between
they
all the
not meanwhile us.
I mean, they got so much going on in Gotham right now. Just so many moving parts of the story and characters in Gotham. How are they gonna go back to that? Like, it might not even be till like towards the end of the season or some shit.
It's definitely not going to be easy. It's definitely going to be a rough transition, if any at all. Interested to see how that plays out for sure. But good luck to him, I guess, right?
Yep.
Cool people. So we just want to shout out to Anna Diop and y'all have a blessed week. Y'all gonna have a nice little content drop this week, some back-to-backs here. Labor Day, we call it a Labor Day weekend special, even though one of these episodes you should have got on Monday, but whatever, right? So we're here, guys. Thanks for listening. Thanks for being here. Like, share, comment, subscribe, most importantly, enjoy. It's been Two Ugly Nerds, but there's three of us.
Peace.
Jahras, I'm not doing this.
All right.